And today we have a very special edition of Run Since Aaron because, well, not because Aaron's not here, we like it when Aaron is here, but we have a special edition tonight because we have the Garcia brothers. Jose Garcia on the right here is been a long-time member of the Diamonds. Last year he was the basically the Golden Glove shortstop for the league, named the #1 at his position. And to his right, our left, Eli Garcia, who is playing with the Vallejo Admirals this year, and he played with them for a short span last year. In fact, we tried to do this last year, and all of a sudden Eli was gone. So now we're happy to have both of you here. And so tell me, this is kind of a silly question, but what's it like for you guys to be playing out against each other for the first time, I guess?
Well, to me, it's tough because he's my brother. I don't want to go to play and hit a base or something, that make him suck. But I know he got to help his team, and I got to play for my team too.
I think it might even be weirder for a younger brother to be playing against an older brother. Is that true?
Oh yeah, especially when the person right here was the one who told me about the game. It's hard to come out here and play against him, because you obviously want him to do good, and I know he wants me to do my best also. But the worst is pitching against him, and especially when you're in the opposite dugout, everybody's saying, "Oh, your brother didn't do this. Say something to him. What does it feel like?" And I'm like, "Listen, I'm worried about the game right now. Let him do his thing. He's my teammate, but it's tough."
So you said he taught you about the game. What was that like? How old are you? How did you get introduced to baseball?
Well, before Little League, he was already playing baseball, and I always wanted to follow his steps. So I joined Little League, and then came to the U.S. and he was pushing me every time. And we made it to high school. We played in high school together. He was teaching me how to play second base, shortstop. I made the varsity team because of him. He was teaching me everything. And then he was like, "Listen, you should pitch. And all you have to do is one thing: just push yourself up the mound." And every day he would tell me, push up the mound, push up the mound. Even now that I'm already grown, he'd tell me every day, just push up the mound. You'll throw harder. Yeah.
So Jose, tell me how we talked about this a little bit last year. You started in the Dominican playing baseball, and so how did you start, and how did you bring Eli into
I started when I was like 6 years old. We started in the same league, but he was playing at low level.
He was 4 years old.
Yeah, he was like 4 years old, and we just practice together every day, and I just want him to do everything that I do, so he became a good guy, a good person when he grew up. So now he's here, good guy, and I'm happy that he playing against me.
You a good athlete and a good guy, or is he a good person?
Yeah, he's a good brother, our parents, they teach us the right way, and that's why we not like, we not on the street, and we all the time we go to church and all that, So I'm here, and we thank our parents.
So Jose got married. What can you tell us about his wife?
Oh man, it was tough because I was already out here, and I missed the wedding. I know he was very upset. I got to call him that same night, and I was upset too because I was thousands of miles away, But like I told him before the wedding, I wish I was there. Like I wanted to be there so bad, but at the same time, this is I make this a career. This is serious for me, so I wanted to be out here. I didn't have a team to play before that, so I wanted to make sure I made the team, and it was sad I wasn't at the wedding. So
last year, the Vallejo Admirals bring you on, and you come in, to my confusion as an announcer, saying, these guys are named Garcia, they're from Connecticut. I wonder if they both know each other. And had no idea you were brothers. And Eli hits you while you're on. You come up at bat against him, and he hits you.
Yeah, wow. I got the video, and every time when I watch, I be like, "Oh, come on." He's fine. He's part of the game, and that's what will happen all the time. It's like the day before, yesterday, someone hit me on my knee.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's part of the game. It's not on purpose. It's just,
But you didn't. I interpreted your look as you were really upset at him, not knowing that you were brothers still, but you said you were just in pain.
No, yeah, I feel pain because I couldn't read for like 2 seconds, but then I was like walking to the base, and then he would try to make like a joke with me and all that, and I'd be like, "Get out of here."
I think I also misinterpreted that. I thought that was anyway. This year, you come in 5 hitters into the game, they switch pitchers, and they bring in you.
Yeah.
And then Jose's up twice against you and he gets 2 hits. How does that?
I mean, like he says, it's part of the game. Last year when I hit him, I learned that I was way too excited. I was ahead of the count, and I wanted to blow by him with fastballs. You know, as a pitcher, you want to do that. But I learned that you cannot strike him out. He's a good hitter, and I'd rather get a ground ball for him or a blooper or whatever, something that is not a good hit. But he got a couple hits off of me, and I'm more satisfied that it wasn't like good hit. You know, he was blooper and some ground balls, but you know.
That's good.
And he scored once. And that's what I said, listen, he only scored once, so next time I'm going to keep it, I'm going to hold him. That's what matters, you know.
Okay, last question, maybe thinking about the other brother. What does he need to do to be a better baseball player?
My brother, stay focused and keep trying hard. And work hard in the off season. It's like last year he was like, you know, he wasn't doing like that good, but this year he just worked hard in the season, off season. So I saw him working hard, and that's why right now he's doing okay for his team.
He's Mr. Hustle. We see you hustle around. I said, who was that Mr. Hustle award? And then it was 33. You know, oh God, it's Jose's brother. I feel like you can't get away from it sometimes. So what does Jose need to do to be a better baseball player?
To be honest, he just got to keep doing what he's doing, play his own baseball. You know, it's a small baseball hitter, like, you know, bunt and all that. So that's all he got to do is stay focused also and like keep doing what he's doing. All right,
well, thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. Good night. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
That will be it for us tonight on Runs, Hits, Garcias. And we'll be back for the start of tonight's game right after this. Good evening.
26. Sterling Bennett by my side. Scott McDonald's going to start on the PA. Paula not with us tonight. And we are just about ready to go. Chevy Clark, the left fielder, stands in. He'll be followed by Kiriakos, who plays shortstop. Nick Akins, he's in center. Ryan Canary, he's at first. Chris Fernacci at third. And we are ready to go. First pitch, ball one. Kyle Figueroa will be the DH. Vlad Gomez, the right fielder. Kraus behind the plate. Fisher at second base. And they take on Jordan Brink, ready with the 1-0, swinging a foul. And the count goes 1 ball and 1 strike. Eric Thompson is the home plate umpire. Danny Speck, the field umpire. And for Jordan Brink, the right-hander comes in with a record of 2-5, a 5.64 earned run average. Next pitch in there, a strike to count 1-2. And defensively for the Diamonds, the new guy Quitzer, then Smith, Canella, left to right in the outfield. Blatnick, Valerius, Suda, and Lashley third to first in the infield. There's a swing and a miss. Bracamonte's got it. He'll throw him out for out number 1. Of course, Bracamonte behind the plate for Jordan Brink. So that's how he gets started. Chevy Clark is a strikeout victim, and that'll bring up David Kiriakos. Good way to start there for the Diamonds. Sterling, 1 up and 1 down.
Yeah, it's a good start there. You don't know how Jordan Brink is always going to be. He hasn't had his A game a lot of times this season, but when he's on, you're going to see a lot of strikeouts. He's going to throw hard, 96 miles an hour, as Kiriakos' fouls went off there. The Diamonds come into today's game, 2 straight victories over this Vallejo team. They're 3 games up on the Stompers for 4th place in the Pacific Association playoff hunt. They're playing good baseball. Jordan Brink on the mound, looking to continue that tonight.
Here's Kiriakos, the 1 pitch to David, fouled off on the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Diamonds holding on to that 4th and last playoff spot. The Silverados having some trouble of late. They've dropped 7 in a row. Having a pretty good season considering they're an expansion team, but they've hit the skids. This one's way inside. And they count 1 ball and 2 strikes. You talked about Jordan Brink. 9 starts, 51 innings pitched, and 78 strikeouts. Right-hander ready, the 1-2 pitch, swinging a foul, and we'll do the 1-2 pitch again. Another hot day here in Pittsburgh, but very comfortable here under the grandstand as usual, and a great evening for Diamonds baseball here from Winter Chevrolet Stadium. Brink ready, winds and fires the 1-2 pitch in there, a called strike 3. And the first 2 men out on strikes. Clark swinging, Kiriakos looking. Here's the powerful Nick Akins Sr.
You say powerful Nick Akins Sr. The powerful arm of Jordan Brink has set down 2 straight batters. He has 80 strikeouts on the season now. It should be the team lead, and it is the team lead, so 80 strikeouts. Jordan Brink, your Diamonds team leader. When he's on, you're going to see him use that fastball. He's going to attack hitters, kind of like Dakota Freeze does, but Brink goes a lot harder. 96 is what he's topped out at this season.
That one just does miss. Nick Akins Sr. coming in as the league leader in home runs and RBIs. The home run category, not that close. So he has got to be one of the front runners for check swing here. They're going to appeal down to Danny Speck. He says no swing, but certainly Nick Akins Sr. right now, one of the front runners for the MVP title this year.
I think him and Javian Randall probably the top 2 to be in that contention right now. Is Akins just crushing the ball.
2-0 pitch way outside. Javian Randall, of course, the league leader in batting average, and he's been well over 400 all season. That hasn't been close either. And Javian right behind Nick Sr. in terms of RBIs. And the next pitch is in there. A 3-1 count now to Nick Akins Sr. trying to keep things alive here for Ryan Canary. The defending Pacific Association champion Admirals in their gold jersey, swinging a pop-up on the infield, now drifting out to short left field. And it's going to be the shortstop, Valera, who takes it. A 1-2-3 inning for Jordan Brink. And at the end of half an inning here from Pittsburg. Admirals don't score. Diamonds coming up.
Did you hear better after turning the mics up? Did you hear through the headset this time? Okay, because I know the mics were off for the first like 2 seconds.
Oh, perfect.
And I was like, I turned it up here, but it was on here. That was
In
it.
baseball,
So,
I always do my best work when the mic is turned off.
at Winter Chevrolet, the same qualities can make you the champion. Pittsburgh's new and used Chevrolet dealer has a car that will make you feel like you just hit a home run. With a large selection to choose from, Winter Chevrolet is sure to have the car that fits your personality. And their amazing finance programs will allow you to slide into your new car safely.
I just turned that
Winter
down.
Chevrolet, a proud sponsor of Diamonds Baseball, is off of Highway 4 in Pittsburgh. Winter has what you want.
Are they all good? Okay. I'm not sure.
And to the bottom of the first we go. Nothing across for Vallejo in their half of the first. And for Pittsburgh, Brett Smith will be in center. Morgan Blatnick in the second spot. He's at third base. Gabe Bracamonte, who continues to lead the team in batting. He bats third. He will do the catching. Joel Carranza is the DH. He is the cleanup man. Rafael Valera at short. Ryan Lashley at first. And the new guy, Chris Quitzer, he's out in left field. Kaz Canella is in right field. Yuki Yasuda is the second base. And these guys will take on Jalen Miller from Louisville, Kentucky. 6 feet tall, 185-pound right-hander, 0-4 and a 570 earned run average, 14 games, 7 starts, 47 and a third innings pitched, 53 walks, 53 strikeouts, 24 walks on the season for Jalen Miller. First pitch, misses ball 1, 1-0. Right-handed Brett Smith waits, and big swing and a miss there in the count of 1-1. So the Diamonds, after going through some tough times offensively, exploded the other night. Basically a 4-game road trip. They split the 4, 2-2 apiece. Here's Kyriakos from behind the bag taking it at second base, and then his throw is just a bit late as Brett Smith beats it out. And he earns himself an infield base hit.
It's good hustle there by Brett Smith. You know, this Diamonds team's playing better 1-2 in a row. In Vallejo, coming back home, playing Vallejo again, trying to make it 3 in a row. But you can see the team as they've gone on this short 2-game win streak. They've been playing better. The offense has a jolt in it. The pitching's been a little better, although they did give up some runs on the road trip entirely. But 13-3 victory a couple days ago. You know, they've looked a lot better. The offense seems to have an extra edge they need for the playoff push. One more month in the season, the Diamonds look like they're ready for that run.
And Blatnick takes a strike defensively for the defending champs. Clark, Akins, Gomez left to right in the outfield. Fernacci, Kyriakos, and Kinari. Fisher and Kinari, third to first in the infield. And Kraus behind the plate for Jalen Miller, swinging a ground ball foul. And the count goes no balls and 2 strikes to Morgan Blatnick. So Blatnick getting the gloves ready to go again. Runner at first, nobody out. Just sheer hustle there from Brett Smith to beat out that hopper over to short. Beat out the throw from Kyriakos. Kinari holds him on there at first base. Blatnick, the left-handed batter, bouncing that bat off his shoulders, swings and fouls this one off, and the count will stay 0-2.
You know, that's one thing about Morgan Blatnick as he fouls that pitch off. If Brett Smith gets out on the first pitch or as a very short at-bat, Morgan Blatnick is going to battle the entire at-bat. He's a great number 2 hitter because if the first batter of the ball game, usually Brett Smith goes through a 1-pitch at-bat, Morgan's going to make the pitcher throw the pitches he needs to. He's going to make him battle and make him fight for the out.
0-2 pitch, misses a bit high. And the count goes 1-2. Just getting underway here from Pittsburgh. For those of you listening to us on Mixler.com, diamonds in black with the white pants, and that bright gold for Vallejo with the gray pants. 1-0 pitch, swing and a foul, and we'll do the 1-2 pitch again. And here comes, well, there's Bodie Brown. No chance this time. The unofficial mascot of the Pittsburgh Diamonds. Diamonds trying to make it 3 in a row over Vallejo. Runner bluffs. Blatnick sprays this one foul left side past third base. We'll do the 1-2 pitch again.
You can't really see it on your screens here, but Gabriel Bracamonte nowhere near where the Diamonds batters usually stand in the on-deck circle, much more on the grass towards home plate. You know, I don't know if I was there in Miles, but maybe back your star hitter up a little bit, maybe out of harm's way, but it's interesting kind of the approach Bracamonte is taking here. It's not something you usually see out of a Diamonds hitter.
He's pretty close, trying to get the best look that he can of Jalen Miller. Another throw over to first base. That chases Brett Smith back. And so far, the Diamonds making Jalen Miller work here a bit. Last outing for Jalen, July 27th, was here. A 6-5 win for Vallejo. Swinging a ground ball first base. Over to second for one. Back to first. Dug out in time. Nice play by Kinari over there in the back end of that. Starts it, finishes it. It's a double play for Vallejo.
Though that at bat didn't go the Diamonds' way. The Diamonds got Miller over the 10-pitch count already. I think he's around 13. So although double play ball there, it's still a good first inning for the Diamonds. No runs so far. Your best hitter up. You'd like Vlad to get on there, or at least get Brett over with no out. But still good at bat there. Works Miller's pitch count up higher and higher, makes him tired for later. So although 2 outs, a good at bat there by Blatnick.
Pitch to Bracamonte, continues to lead the Diamonds in batting. Takes up high for a ball, 1-0. He'll try to keep things alive now for the designated hitter, Joel Carranza. Miller winds, fires. Here it is. In there, a strike. And the count 1-1. Diamonds baseball coming to you on Mixler.com and BayAreaSports.tv. So glad you could be with us tonight. The 1-1 pitch swung on. That's hit well. It's going to start stinking on Vlad Gomez. And he's going to fire it into first base, not in time. And Vlad Gomez looking for that 9-3 putout, which you see about once every 5 years. And he nearly had it. But also that one looked like, Sterling, it was going to take a Vallejo hop and bounce by him for extra bases.
Yeah, big hop there. Almost got by Gomez. Could have been a good news for the Diamonds. Bracamonte could have easily got a double out of it, maybe a triple, depending on how fast Vlad Gomez is. But interesting play there at first base. Bracamonte didn't get the best jump out of the box. Seemed to say, I have a single. I'm not going to run to first base. I'll jog there. I'll get there safely. But Gomez playing some good defense as Miller throws a strike. But Gomez is going to keep on your toes in right field. He's not going to play, just the simple to the cutoff man. He's going to, for lack of better words, going to take risks. And he's going to do what he has to do to get out here with the Vallejo already lost 2 games prior to the Diamonds this past week.
Oh, one pitch hit out to right center field. Gomez is there this time, puts it away, and that'll do it. So that 3-6-3 double play off the bat of Blatnick spoils the bottom of the first inning. And after 1 full here for Pittsburgh, Diamonds and Admirals, no score.
Diamonds baseball and the Rotary Club of Pittsburgh. Both are good places to have fun, make new friends, and support the local community. The Diamonds are especially proud of partnering with the Rotary Club to support local charities and community events. If you have an interest in finding out more about Rotary, you should...
Hampton by Hilton. Road trips can be grueling, which is why baseball teams are happy to split their road games. But there's one way to guarantee a win on the road. That's by staying at Hampton Inn by Hilton. Fresh, up-to-date accommodations include a hearty cooked breakfast to get you off to a good start on the day. Known for low-end prices and high-end service, a stay at Hampton Inn by Hilton means you can earn points in the valuable Hilton Honors Program. You can find a Hampton Inn by Hilton in Pittsburgh and Brentwood.
I turn the mics up.
All right, as we go now to the top of the second inning, it'll be Canary, Fernacci, Kyle Figueroa, and should anybody reach, we'd see the right fielder, Vlad Gomez. Another inning coming up here for Jordan Brink. Last outing for Jordan, July the 26th. A 6-4 loss to these Vallejo Admirals. But Jordan went 7 1/3, but gave up 6 earned runs. And that's been, the problem for him, Sterling, is that he can pile up the strikeouts, but just can't avoid giving up those runs. As you look at the numbers, and 5.64 would definitely tell you that he's been hit around a little bit this year.
That's one of the things when Travis Blackley came back, we always said, who's going to be the odd man out of the rotation? Was it going to be Corey McDonald, who wasn't pitching that well then, who's been very dominant as of recent? Was it going to be, a Dakota Freeze, who's always at the bottom end of the rotation? Or was it going to be Jordan Brink, who throws hard, maybe a bullpen-type arm? The bullpen was a little weaker in that period of Blackley getting here, but Brink, he's shown he can be the number 5 starter. He throws hard, kind of that wild card type of guy where he's going to be on or he's going to be off, and Diamonds have to hope he's on tonight.
Pitch is in there, a strike, good fastball, but one thing you know about this guy is he's got a major league arm. The radar gun would certainly tell you that. Here's the next one, fastball in there, another strike, and it's 0-2. Quickly to Ryan Canary, the first baseman. Fernacci, the third baseman, waits on deck. No score here from Pittsburgh. And the 0-2, and that one is low for a ball. Nice to see Corey McDonald pitch so well yesterday as the Diamonds able to pick up that win. Corey, I believe, went 7 as we look at Morgan Blatnick. 7 innings, no runs for McDonald yesterday. Ground ball to short. Valera's got it. Crossed the diamond in time. 1 up and 1 down here in the second. Canary is out 6-3, and here's Chris Fernacci.
Now hitting third baseman Chris Fernacci.
See the replay here. It's been a good start for Brink so far, but looking at his stats entirely as a season, as Tony has already, Brink has gone 8 starts where he's struck out 8 batters or more. He has 5 of those being double-digit strikeout outings, so we already said he knows how to get strikeouts. Just to bring that home one more time, he knows how to get strikeouts. You're going to see plenty tonight.
And the pitch in there for a strike, took something off that time. And Fernacci down, no balls on the strike. There you see Chris wearing those red gloves, and the pitch to the right-handed batter is just a bit inside. Count 1 ball and 1 strike.
Last week, Fernacci was hit 9th in this order. He has double-digit home runs. You kind of questioned why that was. Fernacci now hitting in the middle of the order tonight. Probably a good place for him.
This one popped up foul, and that'll get out of play. So Diamonds come in having won 2 straight, but overall not playing that great lately. They've won just 4 of their last 10. That was a correction yesterday. Or Tuesday, Corey McDonald pitched, and 6 innings. So that was last night. There's a pitch in there for a strike, and Fernacci is the 3rd strikeout of the game here already for Jordan Brink. McDonald last night, he got the win as the Diamonds beat Vallejo and Amilcar Cruz. But it was Tuesday night. Brett Solano, 6 innings pitched, no runs. Swing and a miss here, and the count goes 0-1 to Kyle Figueroa. Figueroa from Tallahassee, Florida, 26-year-old. And the 0-1 pitch to the catcher of the Admirals, and he spanks this one back up the middle, a base hit. So Figueroa's on with 1 out, and here's Vlad Gomez, the right fielder.
You see Figueroa on the single, limping. He's DHing tonight. He's not playing behind the plate, so it's interesting to definitely see why you see him limping. He looked at his third base coach and said, "I'm good to go." So maybe a hamstring or maybe an ankle injury there for Figueroa, which is probably why he's not behind the plate tonight.
You know, the usual starter gets most of the time at catcher. But the guy that's hitting that high of a batting average, you're going to certainly find a place for him. And, of course, what they like to do with catchers is you don't want to start them every day and wear them out, especially when they hit as well as Kyle does. Swinging a foul by Vlad Gomez, and he's down to the count. No balls and a strike. Grandstand starting to fill up pretty nicely behind me now. The wind's starting to pick up just a bit. And the pitch, and that is inside. And the count, 1 ball and 1 strike to Vladimir Gomez. Here's a good look at Jordan Brink. I had a chance to talk to Aaron Miles earlier in the day, and he had a few very complimentary things to say about his right-hander. And the 1-1 pitch swung on, sprayed foul. And the count goes 1-2 to the Admiral right fielder. There you look at Vlad Gomez from the Bronx, New York. Yankee territory. Right-handed batter waits. Very still at the plate. And the pitch swung on it, missed, strike 3. And that'll do it for the Admirals. And already 4 strikeouts in the ball game for Jordan Brink. Nothing across again for Vallejo in the top of the second. We've played 1.5 here for Pittsburgh. Admirals and Diamonds, no score.
Baseball's Hall of Fame is dedicated to the greatest stars of all time. And Pittsburgh had a Hall of Fame, one of the first inductees.
Little J's. The handcrafted burgers are sensational. The generous sandwiches are delicious. The hand-carved tri-tip is the best in town. Getting hungry? You probably already know where to go to find these food treasures. Little J's in Pittsburgh. Since 2003, Little J's has been rewarding those smart enough to stop in for a meal. They can also cater your next event. On Loveridge Road, it's Little J's Restaurant. The 90 feet between third base and home plate is some of the most important real estate in sports. That's why a coach is located there to help runners navigate the valuable turf. There is help for you, too, when you need to navigate real estate issues. Kroski Real Estate in Pittsburgh has been building strong communities since 1946. The family-owned and operated business is an expert on commercial property management, real estate sales, and residential property management. Kroski Real Estate is on Railroad Avenue in Old Town, Pittsburgh. When you are making the turn for home, get the help you need from Kroski Real Estate.
To the bottom of the second we go. Rafael Valera, Ryan Lashley, and Chris Quitzer, the first 3 to take on Jalen Miller here. No score between the Diamonds and the Admirals. The Diamonds see if they could get on the scoreboard first here. Next up for Pittsburgh. Tomorrow, of course, they'll host these Vallejo Admirals again. That'll be 6 o'clock start time right here from Winter Chevrolet Stadium. Saturday, a 5 o'clock start at the Silverados up in the wine country. And then Sunday back home for the Diamonds, a 1 o'clock start against those front running, well, they're now tied for that top spot, San Rafael Pacifics. So San Rafael had been running away with things, but Sonoma able to run them down. Here's the pitch to Rafael. He takes outside for a ball, 1-0.
That's one thing we've seen the Diamonds kind of separate themselves from Napa. We've seen the Stompers kind of take their place, try to take their place back in the top spot of the Pacific Association as Miller throws one high. But we have seen some separation from the top 4 to the bottom 2, that being Napa and Martinez. We've seen teams like Sonoma come back up to first place and go back and forth with San Rafael. We've seen the Diamonds and Vallejo battle out and after that 3rd and 4th spot.
2-0 pitch, big swing and a miss by Valera. Count 2-1. Diamonds in a good spot for that 4th and final playoff spot, but still quite a ways to go. Game number 55 on the season. This one spanked back to the screen and right off the post. And Scott McDonald over there playing a little Paula. A little bit of a cringe there. That one did come back with some authority. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes to the shortstop tonight for the Diamonds. Swings and fouls this one off again. And again, we'll do the 2-2.
Interesting to see the Diamonds tonight go for a more offensive approach when the offense was struggling for a long stretch of the season. But Aaron Miles saying, you know what, Jose Garcia take a break, Vallejo go out there, Lashley play tonight, Bladnick go back to third, Costanzo go to right.
This one fouled away. We'll do another 2-2.
But, Aaron Miles knows what's best for this team. He knows the pitching has been there a lot of the times this year, but the offense couldn't get things going. So he decided the past couple of days, especially tonight, give up some defense, let the offense take control, see who can get hot.
2 balls, 2 strikes, swung on and missed. Nice looking pitch there by Jalen Miller as he went to an off-speed pitch. Rafael could not hold up. And Valera strikes out swinging to begin the second inning. And here is Ryan Lashley, the first baseman. Lash got off to a bit of a slow start after joining the Diamonds, but he's been picking it up of late. And Chris Quitzler, the new guy. And this one is lined right over to third base, picked out of the air by Chris Fernacci. And that had to be a fairly tough play. That ball was hit so hard. And that sun's not really helping the third baseman out right now.
That's a hard hit ball out there. You have to feel for Fernacci. He kind of just put his glove up and said, let's hope I can catch the ball. But, they always tell you it's the hot corner for a reason. You don't catch the ball usually catches you. And right there, that ball definitely caught Fernacci's glove.
So here's Chris Quitzler, brand new to the Diamonds, a couple of games in, but already having some success. And the first pitch to Chris in there for a strike, 0-1. Aaron has a relationship with some people at the Pecos League. Talked to somebody over there, and the next pitch high for a ball. It's 1-1. And Aaron told me that they just said to him, go ahead and pick this guy up coming out of the Pecos League. And the Diamond offense had been struggling. Big swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. But Chris came in hitting very well, had played in about 60 games straight. So Aaron likened it to calling somebody up from AAA. Big swing and a miss here, and down he goes. And that ends the inning. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Jalen Miller. We are through 2 here from Pittsburgh. Diamonds and Admirals, and no score.
You know when it's time for a haircut, but you aren't really thrilled with the trim you've been getting. You'd like to find a new haircutter, but it seems like a big hassle with too many choices and not enough information. We're giving you the take sign, as in take down this number. Call Red's Barbershop and make an appointment. Red has the skills and experience with all types of hair. He's great with the latest styles and still knows how to make you shine with more traditional haircuts. Call 925-382-1399 and make an appointment. That's 925-382-1399. Red's Barbershop is at 190 East 7th Street, just off Railroad Avenue in Old Town. Give Red a call today, 925-382-1399.
All right, top of the third we go. Kraus, Fisher, Chevy Clark. So it'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters who face Jordan Brink. And should anybody reach, we get another look at David Kyriakos, the Admiral shortstop. Here's Kraus getting the start behind the plate this evening. I think the shirt tail's hanging out the back a little bit. Right-handed batter waits. McDonald winds, fires the pitch up high for a ball, and they count 1 ball and no strikes. So good start to the evening for both pitchers. Each pitcher throwing up a couple of zeros, just 3 hits overall, 2 for the Diamonds. This one fouled back to the screen, and the count 1-1. And here comes Bodie, but there's nobody to say, go, Bodie, go.
Maybe some motivation for him. Maybe I'll start saying it on the air, but you saw Kraus there. I think the bat came out of his hands and hit the backstop. You see him walk back there. I know you can't see it on your screen, but me and Tony can see it up here. The bat flew back towards the backstop. I didn't hear an impact, but...
Well, that one got a piece of the catcher, Bracamonte, off that foul ball, and now Kraus going to go get some of that grippy chalk stuff to help him hold on to the bat. You know, got the dirt going, trying to make sure he can hold on to the lumber. 1 ball, 2 strikes as we just getting underway here. Top of the third, no score for Pittsburg. And looking ahead for the Vallejo Admirals. And they'll be, of course, here tomorrow. Saturday home against the Clippers. That'll be a 6:30 start. Sunday they'll be home against the Napa Silverados, 105 at Wilson Park. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch, and that one's hit hard, left center field. That one's going to get down. Cut off out there in center field by Smith, and he is going to hold Kraus to a single. Kraus had some ideas of making a big turn and headed over to second base, but he thinks the better of it, and he returns to the first sack.
Yeah, when the ball was hit from Kraus, I think we could all say that ball should have been a double. It looked like it was in the gap, but Brett Smith made a good job. He was shifted a little bit, came back over to his right, your left, and got the ball in the gap, cut it off, held Kraus to a single. So some good defense by the Diamonds there, and a great job by Brett Smith in the outfield.
So that'll bring up Brandon Fisher, the 9th place hitter, swings and misses. And the count, no balls and 1 strike. Vallejo coming in with a .278 team batting average. They've scored 422 runs on the year. Pitching-wise, .624. They've given up 382. Runner away from first, and the pitch, swing, ground ball is short, could be 2. Valera to Yasuda, back to first, a Diamonds double play. 6-4-3 on the twin killing as Fisher bangs into out number 1 and out number 2, and that erases Kraus at second base, and quickly 2 down and back to the top of the order for Chevy Clark.
It's good confidence in this Diamonds defense to tell Jordan Brink, no matter how many hits you give up, the defense is going to be there. Also, good composure by Brink there, saying, I don't need to get a strikeout, which he's known to do. Pitch to your defense and let them take care of it.
Here's Chevy Clark, who takes outside ball 1. So both teams have hit into double plays. Blatnick for the Diamonds, and now Fisher for the Admirals. And the next pitch here to Clark, and that one's wide. 2 balls and no strikes. Clark, one of the strikeout victims that was leading off the game in the first. So already the strikeouts being totaled up here by Jordan Brink. And that just seems to be an every outing occurrence. Here's the pitch. That one is low, and the count goes 3 balls and no strikes. Clark and Kiriakos in the first. Fernacci and Vlad Gomez in the second. But he's behind Chevy Clark here, 3-0. This pitch is ball 4. So a walk to Chevy Clark here with 2 outs. So far, a couple of base hits and now a walk given up by Jordan Brink. Here's Kiriakos trying to keep things alive for Nick Akins.
Yeah, there's 3 things that come with throwing a hard fastball. 1, you're going to throw it a lot. People are going to get used to it the more the game goes on. Strikeouts, you're going to get strikeouts with it, but the pitch count goes up. The fastball command, your walks are going to go up as well.
Kiriakos bunt. Blatnick charges, bare hands. He's got no play. And Kiriakos seeing that Blatnick was playing back, not expecting the bunt, and he laid one down, and well, that was pretty perfect. And here comes Nick Aikens.
Okay, you see the replay here. It's a great bunt by Kiriakos. He knows Blatnick's playing back. He knows he has plenty of room. Kiriakos, an easy bunt, and a good job there by the second place hitter, the shortstop for tonight, Kiriakos. For the Admirals, that brings up their number 1 hitter, their best hitter. Hitting number 3 tonight, Nick Aikens, Sr. leads the Pacific Association in home runs. It's a great job by the top of the order for Vallejo.
And you talk about just getting on base, keep the line moving, and the Diamonds in the situation where they don't want to see themselves, and that's where the guy like Aikens coming up with guys on base. So still nothing is our score, but the Admirals with 2 outs threatening now. And after the Fisher double play, it looked like it was going to be a fairly easy inning. They'll hold everything. Here comes Nick Aikens. Right-handed batter standing straight up. And the first pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 for Aikens. We told you the home run and RBI leader out of Vanguard University in Costa Mesa, California. Number 1 with 22 home runs. Miles Williams of Sonoma is second, and he's got 17. And the 1-0 pitch swing, and this one popped foul, and the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Javian Randall coming in second in RBIs with 60. To Aikens is 62. So for Aikens Sr., 2 for 5, drove in a pair on Tuesday night. No hits, 3 strikeouts last night. Very dangerous hitter, and now Jordan Brink taking a little bit too long, and Aikens wants to call time and does. So since the double play, a walk and a bunt base hit. A 1-1 swing, left side foul past Blatnick, and the count goes 1-2.
You know, we've seen Aikens the past couple of times when the Diamonds were at home. He didn't hit very well, and Vallejo was here. He didn't hit very well. A lot of clutch at-bats he didn't come through with. He struck out a couple times, struck out 3 times last night. So maybe he hasn't been so hot against his Diamonds recently, but that does not mean Jordan Brink cannot be protective or somewhat worried here with Nick Aikens. Need to be confident, but you have to know who you're pitching to. With the 1-2 count, I think he knows that.
Runners with their leads. Clark away from second. Kiriakos away from first. The pitch, and that's a check swing strikeout. Down goes Aikens, and the Admirals are going to leave 2 more. So after the double play, the Diamonds get into a bit of trouble, but Brink able to escape. We've played 2.5 for Pittsburgh. Diamonds and Admirals still no score.
Are you looking for a community-based establishment that will provide a fun and exciting environment for your family? Certainly Diamonds Baseball is one, and no doubt Lumpy's Diner is another. Before or after the game, eating at Lumpy's Diner or Lumpy's Diner Express can make for a great doubleheader. And if you want to win a road game, LD's Catering will make your event a hit no matter the location. Lumpy's Diner is a homegrown sensation, world famous since 2008. Bring your family to ours. Is there anything more fun than a ball bouncing off the outfield wall for a double? Well, if there is, it might be a double-double from In-N-Out. In-N-Out is an iconic burger restaurant for a reason. Quality is the most important ingredient at In-N-Out. They never freeze, pre-package, or microwave the food. Your burgers, fries, and a shake are waiting to be made on Delta Gateway Boulevard, just off Highway 4. In-N-Out, that's what a hamburger is all about.
All right, to the bottom of the third we go. Kaz Canella will lead it off. Yuki Yasuda, and then back to the top of the order for Brett Smith. The 8, 9, and 1 hitters set to face Jalen Miller And so far, so good for Jordan Brink and the Diamonds. That was kind of a scary situation in that last half inning, Sterling, but another strikeout for Jordan Brink.
Leading off the third inning for the Pittsburgh Diamonds, right fielder Kaz Canella.
Kaz Canella comes up to hit. In the last inning, you just don't know with Nick Akins if it's going to be a home run or a single, but you know he has the power, so a great job there by Jordan Brink to work out of some trouble. A walk and then a bunt base hit by Kyriakos made things interesting, but he did a good job getting out of it.
First pitch to Kaz, way up high, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. With Yuki Yasuda waiting on deck. There's a good look at it from the home plate camera, and this one fouled off. Count, a ball and a strike to Kaz. The lineups and the rosters continue to evolve, as they always do. Kind of one of those fluid type things. It's just never the same week to week. That's certainly to be expected. The 1-1 pitch swung on, a little looper into center field, and coming on to make the catch is Nick Akins Sr. I thought that was going to get down there for Canelo, but it just does hang up there, and he flies out to center, and he's out number 1. And here comes Yuki Yasuda.
As we have some time, I want to take you around the league. Napa and San Rafael, they're going to start the game at 7:05 tonight, so little under 20 minutes away. Diamonds and Vallejo tied, as you're obviously watching here, as Miller throws in a ball. Then you have Sonoma Martinez, bottom of the first, no score. So look to be some interesting games on the ledger tonight for the Pacific Association. Maybe this Diamonds team can inch closer to that number 3 spot.
1-0 pitch is popped foul. Kraus gives it a look, but out of play, and they count 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody aboard, 1 down here for Yuki Yasuda. As Diamonds getting set to turn the lineup over for the first time this evening. So Jalen Miller and Jordan Brink both coming in with ERAs north of 5. And the 1-1 pitch, and that's way up high for a ball. So we sort of expect to see a bit of a high-scoring game, but so far so good for the pitchers. Miller ready, and the 2-1 swing and a pop-up. Fernacci coming over. Kraus, the catcher, going back to the screen, and that one will get out of play.
One thing we've seen tonight, a lot of pop-ups, a lot of fly balls, not many ground balls. When there have been ground balls, it's usually been a double play ball. But the ball's been in the air, so the ball is somewhat carrying tonight. Bloops have gone farther and have unfortunately reached defenders if you're for the Diamonds. So the ball is carrying tonight. Maybe we'll see some home runs later on in this game.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Yuki. Right-handed batter waits, waving that bat up and down, swinging the ground ball to short. Kyriakos has it over to first in time to get the speedy Yasuda. 2 up and 2 down here in the inning. Back to the top of the order for Brett Smith.
As Brett Smith comes up, second time through the order, this is where the Diamonds make their adjustments. You've seen Miller once. They've seen him plenty of times already this year. But you see what he has today. You make your adjustments, and you get the offense going once again. You know, every hitter talks when he comes back into the dugout, tells them what he saw, tells each hitter what the guy has for the day. The Diamonds have seen Miller now they can do some damage.
And the first pitch to Brett Smith, who reached on an infield base hit his first time. Hit a hopper that Kyriakos had to range behind the second base bag to go and get. And by the time he got it to first base, Brett Smith had beat the ball down there. And this one swings and misses right over the top, count 1-1. So a hustling infield base hit the first time for the Diamond center fielder. Nobody aboard, 2 down. Blatnick waits on deck, and the pitch floats just outside for a ball. Looked like a pretty good pitch right there, but just missing with it is Jalen Miller. That was a pretty good take there by Brett Smith. Here's a pitch, bouncer to second. That's going to be a tough hop, and unable to handle it is Brandon Fisher. And he kind of got that one in between. It just ate him up.
Yeah, tough play there for a second baseman. You see this nonchalant ground ball. See the replay here. It's a typical ground ball to second base. It was a high chopper, but right at Fisher just takes a bad hop, bounces off his glove. The Diamonds get another base runner with number 2 hitter Morgan Bladnick at the plate.
Going to call that one E4. So Brett Smith's been on base twice. That's what you're looking for from your leadoff hitter. And he does it with an error here. Here's Blatnick, bounced into double play his first time. Takes a fastball low, and the count 1 ball and no strikes to Morgan. See if they can keep the line moving with Gabriel Bracamonte with that batting average at north of 340. Here's the pitch inside for a ball, and the count 2 balls and no strikes. I'm seeing a lady over here to my right playing around with probably our youngest Diamond fan. And he doesn't look like he could be more than 6 to 8 months old.
Start him young. Start him young. Get him in the stadium. Let him fund the favorite players. Maybe even play for the Diamonds later, but start him young.
2-0 pitch to Morgan. In there, a strike, and the count 2-1. Nothing across for either team so far. 5 hits on the evening. Admirals have 3. Morgan Blatnick. And the 2-1 pitch instead, a throw to first. Bit of a trickle away from the ball, but Canary can walk over and pick that one up. Diamonds and Admirals going at it here tonight. They'll have the same matchup here tomorrow. There goes the runner. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to first. Canary can't get it. Smith's going to round second. He'll head for third. And with 2 outs now, the Diamonds have them cornered.
That's exactly what you want here. It's a CNI single past the first baseman. Morgan Bladnick gets Brett Smith to third. He stays at first himself, and that brings up the Diamonds' best hitter. He's been all season. Gabriel Bracamonte hitting .346 coming to tonight's ball game.
With Canary holding the runner on, and the runner takes off with the pitch. He's off the base a little bit, but not far enough to get that ball that was hit pretty hard off the bat of Blatnick. So Morgan's got himself a base hit. 2 on here for Gabriel Bracamonte, and the pitch is in there, a strike, and the count 0-1. So Canella a fly out, Yasuda a ground out. The error by Fisher, and now the base hit for Blatnick. Diamonds threatening here with 2 down, and the pitch just does miss, and the count goes 1 ball and 1 strike to Bracamonte.
Yeah, I noticed in this inning alone, almost every at-bat, 3 of them so far in this inning, Jalen has come fastball, changeup down low the next pitch. Diamonds hitters should be aware of that.
Next pitch, in there, a strike, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Diamonds definitely have the guy up there they want in that situation, looking to pick up an RBI and take the lead. Gabriel Bracamonte. A 1-2 pitch to him, swing, and he fouls this one off right side and out of play. And the count remains 1-2.
The Diamonds right here practically in the same situation Vallejo was in the top half of the inning. Their best hitter up, a guy in scoring position. Hopefully the Diamonds get a better outcome here with Bracamonte. Hopefully he can get Smith in somehow and score the first run of the ball game.
Runner being held at first. 1-2 pitch. Swing, and this one fouled off. Right side, Gomez coming over, still coming over, and he's going to run out of room as he gets into the Diamond bullpen. So Vlad Gomez giving chase over there, thinking that he might have a play, but his attempt is futile, and the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes to Bracamonte. Gabe trying to keep this one alive for Joel Carranza. Bracamonte, a base hit his first time, fouls this one off, and the count remains at 1-2.
It's a good battle here. Bracamonte just wearing down Miller, trying to get a fastball. He already seen a couple of fastballs so far. Let both of them go by. Only one of them for a strike, but Fallon pitches off here. Bracamonte wants to get his pitch 1-2. He knows he has to protect, and he's doing that here.
So Jalen Miller trying to match zeros with Jordan Brink. Jordan Brink able to get out of a tough 2-out situation his last half inning. Miller trying to do the same here. Pitch, ground ball to short. In comes Kyriakos. He's got it. Fires on the run just in time to get Bracamonte. And the Diamonds leave 2 here in the bottom of the third. We are through 3 here in Pittsburg. Diamonds and Admirals still no score.
Want to tailgate in City Park for the next Diamonds home game? Well, Nick's Sandwiches is a great place to start. Everything you need for a big crew of hungry fans, or a tasty lunch on the Delta, or a quick grab of coffee and bite to eat on the way to work. Nick's Sandwiches is in Old Town Pittsburg on Railroad Avenue across from the marina. Eating at the Diamonds' favorite deli is a set.
Libraries are community centers, and truly the community comes and uses them. They're here for anybody who walks in the door. It's important for people to have a connection to their community because it makes you feel like you belong. Mechanics Bank really values their relationship. They actively reach out with an open hand to nonprofits. Mechanics Bank doesn't just show up and say that they're going to do something. They actually follow through. They're not just a partner in name, they're a partner in person. My name's Kristen Anderson. I'm the Executive Director of the Walnut Creek Library Foundation, and I'm a mechanic.
Oh, sure, you'll ask for advice if you want some, but usually you know exactly how you want your business publications and handouts to look. That's where Paper Tiger Ready Print comes in. It is their mission to help you achieve your business goals, and that starts by listening to what you want and making it happen. At Paper Tiger Ready Print, they believe there is no greater satisfaction than delivering a finished product that helps a client reach their goals and objectives. Give them a try. You won't be disappointed. Paper Tiger Ready Print at 182 East Leland Road in Pittsburgh or readyprint.com. But I will be here for the start. Is this you?
Oh, yeah, I think that. Need that.
You should talk to them.
Yeah.
He wants to talk about YMCA.
I am calling the game.
He's not going to miss his dancing.
Always ready for it. All right. I think we can turn the knob now.
Okay.
Welcome back here to Winter Chevrolet Stadium. Tony Schultz moved over to the PA. Scott McDonald back on. Scott, been a rather quick game so far. Both pitchers, shutouts going. What are you seeing?
Well, what I'm seeing is that we came back from this 4-game road trip with a different Diamonds team than the one that left Pittsburgh. The Diamonds have been mired in a 3-game offensive slump, and on Sunday in Sonoma, they started the first inning with 3 straight home runs, not straight home runs, but 3 home runs in that first inning and exploded out of that slump, and they haven't stopped yet. Until tonight, they're not they're not knocking it out of the park.
As the first pitch from Brink to Canary is down low for ball 1. No, you're right, Scott. No runs on the board so far for either team. 3 hits apiece. Couple errors here and there throughout the game. Couple of chances for both sides. Aikens was up for Vallejo with the guy running in scoring position. As the next pitch from Brink is a high pop-up, going to go out of play. No one's going to get there, I think. It might come back over. And it's going to head into the batting cages down here at Winter Chevrolet Stadium on the Pittsburgh side. But back to what I was saying, both teams have had chances, none of them being able to execute so far. So 1 run could win this ball game, although it is early.
It is early, and the Diamonds, have been hitting the tar out of the ball. And the last 2 games, not only they finally put it together, they had great pitching performances and offensive outbursts, and so it's hard to lose in that situation. Tonight they're having the good pitching, but not the offense yet. It's been funny to watch 2 balls go into the Diamonds bullpen and see them scatter around.
Next pitch from Brink. Another high fly ball to right field. Canella going back, and that ball is gone. So Ryan Canary leads the top of the 4th inning off with the solo home run. We talked about execution. Vallejo executed there. Now they're leading 1-0.
Home run. I don't know if we should be so excited about it. On the Pittsburgh Diamonds telecast. I've been talking about the graphics. But anyway, Canary with a nice shot over the right field fence, and that will give you a lead in a hurry if you're in a 0-0 ball game. So the Diamonds, they have to keep doing what they've been doing, and it's still early in this one.
Still early. Fornacci up, the third baseman in tonight's ball game. The first pitch from Brink is in for strike one. So a Ryan Canary home run leads this inning off, and Brink fires back with a strike of his own. So a good start there to the next batter for Brink. Next pitch, slider outside for ball number one.
The Diamonds come in tonight 4 games behind Vallejo for third place, and they could just, if they could snatch these 2 games here, then they would have a real race for third as they go into the final 3 weeks of the season.
So Diamonds playing for third, trying to keep ahead of the Silverados for fourth place as Brink fires in a changeup down low. It's been an interesting season. Diamonds and Silverados are very tight there for a while, and Diamonds have pulled away by 3 games. Not many, but only one's enough. I know the Diamonds want to definitely work their way up to that third place, and these 2 games here at home are definitely a big contribution to that. As Fornacci fouls one off of Bracamonte, he dances away. Looks to be okay, but maybe just a stinger.
I don't know if it was foot or what got hit there, but he was in pain. And, it's just part of the baseball game. We were talking to the Garcia brothers in the pregame show last year. Jose came in up to pitch. Eli came in to pitch, and he faced his brother Garcia and hit him with a pitch. And Garcia we were talking about him being in pain, and he looked like he was really upset. He said, "No, I was just in pain." And then his brother tried to come over and kind of make a joke out of it, and he just waved him off. And I didn't know that they were brothers at the time, so I thought they were about to get in a fight.
Some brotherly love from the Garcia brothers as the 2-2 pitch is flied foul by Fornacci. So we have Eli Garcia pitches for the Vallejo Admirals. Jose Garcia is the usual starting shortstop for the Diamonds.
Right.
They didn't face each other the last time Vallejo was here in Pittsburgh. They were close to it. I think a walk separated them from an appearance together, as the 2-2 pitch from Brink is a slider inside. A close pitch there from Brink. Home plate umpire not agreeing with the location.
They did face each other in Vallejo, and Jose got 2 hits. And anyway, if you want to see that interview, it'll be available on the Pittsburgh Diamonds YouTube channel tomorrow. Ron sits Aaron for August 2nd.
Fornacci fouls another one off the 3-2, so once you get that ball, once Bracamonte throws the ball back to Brink, we'll get things reset.
Did the ball get stuck in the fence or something?
I think it may have hit off the side fence above the Diamonds dugout. First base coach right there, number 54, not sure of his name, but got the ball back. So we'll reset here. 3-2 is the count.
Important for Brink, to get out of the rest of this inning and just leave it at 1-0, because a 1-0 game, obviously is nothing. But and he needs to get this batter to get that started.
Full count pitch. Another foul ball by Fornacci. So Fornacci, after the home run by Canary, making Brink work for the first out of the inning. I'm sure Brink already has 4 or 5 strikeouts in this ball game. Like to get out of this inning real quick. Would like a short inning. The pitch count is up there. It is only the top of the 4th inning, so I doubt Aaron Miles wants to have the bullpen working anytime soon. Scores only 1-0 on the full count pitch is another foul ball by Chris Fornacci. So a long at bat for Brink after the home run. Not exactly what you want if you're the starting pitcher. See him, the sweat on his arm there, on his forearm. He's definitely working hard in this game. And got out of a jam in the top of the 3rd. And obviously the home run in this inning didn't help things. Another 3-2 pitch. A fly ball. Shallow center field. Brett Smith working his way under it. He'll call everybody off. And he'll make the catch for out number 1. So Fornacci flies out to center, and that brings up Kyle Figueroa. He did reach base his last at bat. Figueroa, the usual catcher for the Admirals, DHing tonight. He seemed to have injured something prior to the start of this ball game. You saw him limping in his first at bat to first base, and he gave a thumbs up to his third base coach, saying he's okay to run. And the first pitch from Brink is a slider, just chopped the first base off the end of the bat to Lashley at first for the unassisted 3U. And that'll be out number 2 in the inning. So a quick out there after the home run, and a long at bat by Fornacci helps Brink a lot, maybe help him work deep into this ball game.
Vallejo, the right fielder, Vlad Gomez.
See on your screen there the wrist guards, the neon green wrist guards, neon green shoelaces of Vlad Gomez, right fielder for Admirals tonight as he looks at ball 1 down low. Gives you an update in some Bay Area sports. The Golden State Warriors are favored to win the NBA Finals once again, and Johnny Cueto had successful Tommy John surgery today. Should be back in 2020 for the Giants. Another pitch down low from Brink, so the Giants are at home playing Arizona tonight. Bumgarner-Greinke is the matchup. We wish them the best of luck. Oakland A's obviously have been great so far. They're in the wild card hunt, tied for the second wild card with the Mariners, so a big jump there. East Bay Sports is looking good as Gomez hits a ball in the gap. Left fielder looking back, and Gomez gets another home run for Vallejo. Wasn't sure how hard that ball was hit, but like I said earlier, the ball was carrying tonight at Winter Chevrolet. We've seen 2 home runs in the inning by Vallejo. It's an interesting pitch. Brink is trying to make a get-it-in fastball with the 1-0 count, excuse me. And Gomez is taking it to left field over the in and out and LMC HD sign. Vallejo does now lead 2-0. You see them celebrating there. Did the same thing when Kennard hit his home run. Now the catcher, Kraus, is up. Kraus hit a single in his first at bat, and he's going to hit another line drive to center field. Smith coming in, going to let it drop. So Kraus has 2 hits tonight. He's 2 for 2. So inning of struggles for Brink so far. A couple home runs, 3 hits. And the Diamonds are now down 2-0. No one in the bullpen, as you wouldn't assume there would be in the top of the 4th inning, but the pitch count is up there. It's in the 60s now. Nothing you want to see if you're the Diamond starting pitcher. See Bracamonte going out there to talk to him. And Scott McDonald joins us again. Those 2 home runs by Vallejo put the Diamonds down 2-0. Not the best inning for Brink and the Diamonds. They now have allowed 7 hits on the day, and they find themselves in another deficit early.
Yeah, and that's a problem. You know, it's not a problem if 2-0 is not a problem.
Yes.
In a normal day. But the Diamonds are not showing any signs of hitting, and that's a bad sign. Although Aaron Miles has said that they look forward to getting into the Vallejo bullpen. So they want to get past the starting pitcher, and they feel like once you get into the bullpen, you have a greater chance to get a lot of hits. And so you got to keep it close. That's the name of the game right here.
First pitch to Fisher. 2-seamer inside for ball 1. Fisher's the one who made the error that let Brett Smith get on first base in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Of course, Blatnick hit a single to get him over. Bracamonte couldn't get any runs in. Kraus at first. The 1-0 pitch to Fisher. Fouled off towards the right side, out of play. Brandon Fisher, number 25. For those of you on a Mixler, wearing the Franklin blue, navy blue arm sleeve with the white Nike Hirachis and the Evo Shield on his left shin.
And those yellow jerseys we've talked a lot about over the last 3 days. And here they are making an appearance on television.
Very Oakland A's-esque. As Brink throws in a slider, in for strike number 2. A good pitch there right over the plate. Fisher wasn't biting at it. You see the black and orange the Giants wear, the Diamonds wear that. You see this bright yellow, this gold Vallejo wears, very Oakland A's-esque. So not necessarily a battle of the Bay, but a rivalry as Brink blows a fastball by Fisher for out number 3 and strike number 3. 2 home runs in the inning for Vallejo, going to make this game 2-0. We're going to head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Diamonds trailing 2-0.
Is there anything more fun than a ball bouncing off the outfield wall for a double? Well, if there is, it might be a double from In and Out. In and Out is an iconic.
If you've been there before, you know when your car breaks down on the freeway, you want quick, reliable service. You want All Counties Tow. With 20 years of experience, 7 locations in Northern California, and 50 trucks, All Counties Tow is the one to count on when you need roadside help. You can find them at allcotow.com or Phone 925-709-0759 for fast, dependable service. Easy and painless. All counties tow. Red's Barbershop. You know when it's time for a haircut, but you aren't really thrilled with the trim you've been getting? You'd like to find a new hair cutter, but it seems like a big hassle with too many choices and not enough information. We're giving you the take sign, as in take down this information. Call Red's Barbershop and make an appointment. Red has the skills and experience with all types of hair. He is great with the latest styles and still knows how to make you shine with more traditional haircuts. Call 925-382-1399 and make an appointment. That's 925-382-1399. Red's Barbershop is at 190 East 7th Street, just off Railroad Avenue in Old Town. Give Red a call today, 925-382-1399.
We're back here at Winter Chevrolet Stadium. Diamonds trail 2-0. Jalen Miller still on the mound for Vallejo. Jordan Brink still on the mound for the Diamonds. Line score so far, of course, 2 runs for Vallejo, 7 hits on 1 error. Diamonds, no runs on 3 hits. Joel Carranza, the DH for this evening at the plate. First pitch to Carranza is a curveball in for strike number 1. Haven't seen the curveball often tonight, but when it has been used, it has been effective for Miller.
Well,
the 0-1 pitch from Miller. Change up outside for ball 1. 1-1 count now to Carranza.
the old saying that hitting is contagious, and so is slumping. And a lot of that, of course, has to do with the pitcher.
As Carranza pops one up in the infield, Canary under it. Fisher near him as well. Canary going to call him off, though, and make the out. So a pop-up for Carranza starts this bottom half of the inning for the Diamonds. And that brings up Rafael Valera. We'll take you around the league tonight. And, of course, this game is 2-0. It's in the pregame for Napa and San Rafael. Then Sonoma Martinez. Martinez does lead 1-0 in the bottom of the second inning. You see the defensive alignment for Vallejo there. Clark, Akins, and Gomez in the outfield. You have Fornacci, Kiriakos, Fisher, and Canary at the infield. And you have Kraus behind the plate and Miller on the mound. And Miller just threw a ball high to Valera. 1-0 pitch. Fastball in for strike number 1. Valera in his first at-bat did strike out, but he has been one of the Diamonds' most consistent hitters. Came into tonight's game hitting around .313. Hitting 4th tonight, the 4-hitter. Checks his swing, going to hold the swing back for ball number 2. See Rafi there, he was in the Minnesota Twins system for a while. Made his way to the Diamonds this season. As he hits a ball right back into the backstop here. Just missed that fastball. Rather cool night in Pittsburgh. We've seen some scorchers. And a lot of fires of recent. I think those are taken care of.
We hope.
We do hope. I know there was a lot of pictures online as Miller throws ball 3 high. A lot of homes were destroyed, and unfortunately.
Poor people in Reading and all around Clear Lake.
It's been a rather uncharacteristic fire season for the East Bay and Northern California, but we hope everyone is safe, everyone's okay. As Valera lines the ball to right field, Gomez is going to get under it, though, and make the catch, so it looked like maybe a base hit becomes an out for the Diamonds as Ryan Lashley, the first baseman, comes up. Lashley in his first bat hit a line drive to Fornacci at third, and that ball just happened to find Fornacci's glove as he was in the sun.
Ryan Lashley about a week ago was the newest Diamond, and now he's an old timer with quits are added, and Canella coming back, and then in the bullpen there's new arms for the Diamonds, including Kyle Chavez, who's had a couple of appearances. So he's an old-timer now.
As he hits a little blooper off the end of the bat. Gonna find a hole over the second baseman Fisher's head for a single. So the old-timer, as you could say, does get a single. Should have 2 hits, but that brings up the new timer, the new player, Quitzer.
Quitzer's debut was Tuesday night in Vallejo as a Diamond, and he promptly hit a grand slam. Good start.
He's made an impact so far. The left-handing hitting outfielder, excuse me. Wearing number 16 tonight, Kane Spangler's old number. Spangler's on the inactive list, so take over that number for the foreseeable future. Quitzer, a big guy, should be around 6'3", 6'4". As he fouls one off, he swung so hard his Evo shield, his hitting guard came off on his elbow, so that shows you his power.
And the big thing for the Diamonds, of course, is that he is a left-handed batter, and they just do not have left-handed batters. Morgan Blatnick is it, and so they need a lefty, and they've got one now. Another lefty.
Quitzer, ground ball to Fisher. He's going to field it, a tough hop. Flip with the second, though, and get Lashley for out number 3. So the Diamonds get 1 hit, no runs to show for it, and we'll go to the top of the 5th inning. Diamonds still trail 2-0.
In baseball, dedication, hard work, and some creative thinking can make a team a champion. At Winter Chevrolet, the same qualities can make you the champion. Pittsburgh's new and used Chevrolet dealer has the car that will make you feel like you just hit a home run. With a large selection to choose from, Winter Chevrolet is sure to have the car that fits your personality, and their amazing finance programs will allow you to slide into your new car safely. Winter Chevrolet, a proud sponsor of Diamonds Baseball, is off of Highway 4 in Pittsburgh. Winter has what you want. The 90 feet between third base and home plate is some of the most important real estate in sports. That's why a coach is located there to help runners navigate the valuable turf. There is help for you, too, when you need to navigate real estate issues. Kroski Real Estate in Pittsburgh has been building strong communities since 1946. The family-owned and operated business is an expert on commercial property management, real estate sales, and residential property management. Kroski Real Estate is on Railroad Avenue in Old Town, Pittsburgh. When you are making the turn for home, get the help you need from Kroski Real Estate.
For Vallejo, left fielder Chevy Clark.
Welcome back. Sterling Bennett alongside me is Scott McDonald. Diamonds trail 2-0, and you see in the batter's box there, number 35, the left fielder for Vallejo, Chevy Clark. Clark struck out in his first at bat, then walked in his second. He was part of that third inning, that was almost a dangerous inning for Brink, as the first pitch to Clark is right back into the backstop, right in front of our faces here, the media table.
Now that is what it is. It's a media table. It's not a press box. It's not a. It's not even a shanty of some kind. It's just media table. You got it. We will now look around. We tried to look at some scores previously, but we were foiled. But now we are not foiled. Bottom of the second, Martinez 1, and the newly first place Sonoma Clippers nothing. Meanwhile, the other first place team tied with Sonoma, and Santa Fe fell, has no score against the Napa Silverados in the top of the first. So those games are moving very slowly compared to ours.
1-1 pitch to Clark is another one down low, back-to-back pitches in the dirt. This one gets by Bracamonte. Luckily, no runners on. We see Brink so far. He's gone 4 innings. He has 66 pitches. He has the ERA at 4.50 so far in this game, a 5.65 ERA in the season. Does have 80-plus strikeouts as Bracamonte switches gloves. Gets things taken care of. The umpire looking around, making sure everything's okay. Getting some more balls, some more bat boy. Bodie Brown. Bodie, one of the more lively characters here at the Diamonds ballpark at City Park, Winter Chevrolet Stadium. It looks like we're almost ready to go, so we'll bring you back to gameplay. Home plate umpire back behind the plate. Brink back on the mound. Clark in the batter's box. Clark wearing the yellow arm sleeve and the yellow cutter batting gloves, and he move his leg back for ball number 3. So 3-1 to the Admirals left fielder.
Eric Thompson calling balls and strikes behind the plate, and
as Clark swings at a pitch down low, I think it's Danny Speck who's
in the field.
The field umpire for tonight's game.
Thompson didn't have to call that one because Clark just swung and missed. A lot of times you'll see him look back and ask if it was a strike that they swung at.
So full count pitch from Brink. Ground ball, little chopper to the shortstop. Valeria picks it up, throws to the first baseman Lashley for out number 1. So a good start there for Brink, facing the top of the order for Vallejo.
Yeah. Oh, no, thank you very much. Is this for me? Oh, thank you. Well, thanks for singing. Are you from Pittsburg?
As David Kiriakos steps in, the shortstop of the inning. He bunted for a base hit in his last at-bat.
Hey.
First pitch to Kiriakos is on the inside corner for strike 1.
Oh, yeah.
Kiriakos, Aikens do up next, and Canary after Aikens if one of them can reach. A ground ball gets by Bladnick for a single, so Kiriakos reaches. He's going to lean towards second base, rounding first with a wide turn, but scamper back. So Nick Aikens up
come back on Sunday.
Up right now with the red batting gloves, red arm sleeve, number 13, the center fielder, the Pacific Association leading hitter.
We play at 1 o'clock.
Not by batting average, but by home runs and RBIs, one of the more feared hitters in the Pacific Association. Kiriakos at first. Aikens Sr. at the plate. The first pitch to Aikens is swung through for strike 1. Maybe a foul ball. Home plate umpire seemed to hit off his chest, so most likely a foul ball.
What am I going to do?
Eric Thompson behind the plate seems to be okay.
Well, cool. Really?
Of course, the umpires wear those
maybe you can do it
very thick padding. It's a dangerous job.
Just let them know.
Can't thank them enough for doing what they do. I know Major League Baseball has expressed possibly going to robot umpires or computer-styled umpires. And all I can say is, please don't. We like the human element the umpires provide for baseball. Of course, I'm only one voice, but a voice of many that share the same opinion as Brink throws a pitch inside for ball number 1. Brink so far in this game, he looked clean early. 3 innings, no 1 runs, and 2 home runs at the top of the 4th. Dirtied up his line score. Score remains 2-0 as he gets Aikens to swing through a changeup.
So, anyway, I should get back to work, but I'll see you Sunday, or if we're around after the game, we'll see you then.
Diamonds will be back here tomorrow. Same start, 6 p.m. against these Vallejo Admirals.
I've been talking to our pregame national anthem singer.
As Brink throws one down low, Bracamonte can't get it. Kiriakos going to easily take second base. So Aikens, another chance to get the runner in scoring position after the wild pitch. I know our owner, Kerm Shaw, had come over to us at the table in front of the Diamonds bullpen, or Diamonds dugout, excuse me, and he said, "We have a guy singing the anthem," and we're all just like, "Wait, what?" And we weren't expecting it tonight. No, Paula's not here, so we were all kind of thrown into a bind there, but he did a good job.
He found him walking in an unauthorized part of the stadium. He said, "I'm sorry, guy, you're not allowed to be here." He said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get out. I don't mean to do that." He said,
as Aikens swings at a pitch down low for strike 3. So a big strikeout there for Brink does make it 2 outs. Canary due up.
So he says, "Do you have someone to sing the national anthem?" And Sean says, "Well, no, we don't." He says, "It's something he always wanted to do." And so that's literally how fast it all happened. And I have to admit that I was reading the introduction of him. He's a juvenile hall counselor in San Francisco. He lives in San Francisco. I thought, well, why is he here singing? And I mean, in Pittsburgh, people from San Francisco are perfectly welcome, but it's not what we usually have happen. And he said no. Then he explained how he actually came about singing it. He's picking up a truck in Discovery Bay on Sunday. He may be back Sunday to sing the national anthem.
Pitch 1 to Canary is outside for ball 1. Well, We always welcome anyone who wants to sing the national anthem. If you want to sign up, you can sign up on diamondsproball.com. You scroll down near the bottom. It should be interns, national anthem sign-ups right there at the bottom. It'll email the Diamonds. You get in the game. That is the title of that part of the page. And Brink throws ball one outside.
He brought me a hot dog and a Diet Pepsi. He must have got some inside information about what I drink.
He has a scouting report on Scott McDonald. He has it down locked now. He got some.
I think the point was he was trying to buy his way into doing some PA announcing. And I told him I'm not doing PA anymore. I'm over here doing the color on the telecast.
Bribery is key.
And so, I feel
2-0 is in for strike one. So
I feel good because I took the bribe, but I didn't give him anything. Because I didn't have the power to. You want to do a PA now, you got to go talk to Tony. His price is higher.
There is no obligation in letting someone do PA as long as you get a hot dog and Pepsi. No obligation to let him actually do it. So 2-1 is the count. Canary at the plate. Kiriakos at second. He advanced on the wild pitch during Aiken Senior's at bat. And another off-speed pitch down low by Brink makes it 3-1.
My reputation is clean.
No bribes taken by Scott McDonald.
I'd give the checkers speech, but nobody is old enough to remember it. So. The checkers speech by Richard Nixon in the 50s. All I got from him was my dog Checkers.
3-1 the count. Canary at the plate. Canary homered in his last at bat. Looks at a off-speed pitch in for strike two, excuse me. Canary, him and Vlad Gomez homered in the fourth inning, which made the score 2-0. Canary had the first one, making it 1-0 at the time. The sun begins to go down. Not setting yet, but begins to go down. Shadows creep in, and Canary looks at ball number 4, and he'll walk to first base.
This is a big moment for Brink. He's got to get out of this. It's 2-0 is perfectly fine, but the Diamonds, the way they're hitting, the way the Admirals pitcher is pitching, they need to stay close.
Brink, 84 pitches through 4 2/3, so not necessarily too bad, but he likely won't get farther than the 5th inning if he can complete it. Maybe he goes 6, but we'll see. Runners at first and second. Kiriakos at second. Canary at first base. Chris Fornacci at the plate. Brink looks at second, comes to the plate. Throws a curveball, or slider, excuse me, in for strike one to Fornacci.
So we have up in the stands here Joe Torre holding court with, I don't know if they're a bunch of Black Sox players. I see a Black Sox baseball cap, so maybe they are. But the Black Sox are the independent roaming team. I don't know how to describe it. They play everybody around the country, and it's really an opportunity for the members of that team to be shown off to different teams around the country and hopefully be picked up by them, as often happens. And Joe Torre is the one who runs that. And you may remember Joe's name because last year he was a coach for the Diamonds for the season, and this year he was a coach for about 2 seconds. He played about 4 or 5 games. He has been in and out of the Diamonds picture, during the season, and he is back here in Pittsburgh in the stands now, watching the game.
1 pitch outside. 1-1 is the count to the third baseman Fornacci. Fornacci 0 for 2 today through 176 at-bats of the year. He is 45 hits out of those at-bats. He has a .255 batting average, 16 home runs, 44 RBIs. So a power-hitting third baseman.
Blatnick was ready, as we just had a shot of Morgan at third.
Next pitch, slider outside. Count is now 2-1. See Brink, pitch count is up. The strike total is decreasing as his time in the mound continues. We've seen him become more tired. We see him work longer innings. Hits are given up. Errors happen. Runners get on. Walks happen. You have to question how much longer will he last. I'm sure this might be his last inning with 2 outs. No one's in the bullpen. We'll have to wait and see if he can get Fornacci. 2-1 pitch. Another ball down low, so 3-1. And Brink 1 pitch away from loading the bases for Kyle Figueroa. I'm sure if Brink walks. Fornacci here. We'll see Travis Blackley come out there, the, in quotations, acting pitching coach, you could say. No Bruce Brown. Roland Nazar is out there as well. Aaron Miles. And Jay Almondra also together in front of the Diamonds dugout. The next pitch, a strike. Fornacci thought he had ball 4, but had to walk back to home plate and try to get a hit here. And we'll reset things as Fornacci takes his time. He talks to Eric Thompson. See where that pitch was. Looked to be in there for a strike 2. A little inside for Fornacci's liking. Runners will guaranteed to be on the run with the full count and 2 outs in the inning. Kiriakos at second, Canary at first. Full count pitch. Brink gonna fake a pick off to second, keep Kiriakos honest.
He just lifted his leg and turned towards second base. Of course, there was nobody there to throw the ball to, and so it was all phony.
Just full count pitch, runners go. That one is ball 4. Fornacci gets the pitch he thought he had, and he'll walk to first base. Loading the bases for number 16, the DH for the evening, Kyle Figueroa.
Now batting for Vallejo.
You see Travis Blackley yelling some things at Brink, most likely positive.
Figueroa came in hitting .359, 26 runs batted in. He does not have a home run on the year. The grand slam would be a big one to start with.
So we have bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch to Figueroa. A little ground ball to the first baseman.
Nice.
Lashley, he'll fill in the hole and flip it to Brink for out number 3. So Brink escapes danger, avoids the big inning, and this game remains 2-0.
If you've been there before, you know when your car breaks down on the freeway, you want quick, reliable service. You want All Counties Tow. With 20 years of experience, 7 locations in Northern California, and 50 trucks, All Counties Tow is the one to count on when you need roadside help. You can find them at allcotow.com or phone 925-709-0759 for fast, dependable service. Easy and painless. All Counties Tow.
With locations in Antioch and Brentwood, Tailgaters is your local hometown sports bar and grill. There's something happening every day at Tailgaters.
What's up, dude?
Their exclusive menu items and cocktails are served by a helpful staff that want to bring smiles in your face. Tuesday is family day at Tailgaters.
Is that your brother?
The best time that you can have anywhere where actually being without actually
Good.
being on the field.
I can only use the game score thing only at the top.
Oh, top of you?
Yeah, at the top. So if you want to do it at the top, open it up top.
Well, which one should we do? Top of the 7th? Top of the 6th.
All right, we're back on here, Winter Chevrolet Stadium, getting some clarification on what we can't do on Delta TV. Everything seems to be going good.
Well, it's Bay Area Sports.tv tonight.
Yes, it is. You are correct, Scott.
Let's give
my
them-
apologies.
Let's give some of them credit where credit was due.
Don't want to plug the wrong site. Diamonds do appear on Delta TV, though, so don't want to discredit them at all. They are
Maybe we'll do it tomorrow.
tomorrow night. Diamonds and Vallejo at it again. Diamonds and Admirals. As Coscanella steps in the first pitch. He's going to rope it to left field for a single, so a good start there by Coscanella.
Isn't that just a perfect base hit? Just a perfect swing, line drive, base hit, so that's perfect.
So Cos gets things started off in the right way for the Diamonds. That brings up the number 9 hitter, the second baseman, Yuki Yasuda. Yasuda has pretty much taken over second base for the Diamonds. I know Curtis Gomez was there earlier on in the year. They had Bladnick there. They had Valera there. Had a lot of guys there, and Yuki Yasuda has commanded that position as he squares the bunt but pulls it back for ball 1.
A couple exciting things, interesting things about Yasuda on this trip. One, last night, the Diamonds had a ball hit to deep left center field, and it looked up for all the world it was going to be a double between the two, and somehow left fielder Clark catches up with it, makes the catch, And Yasuda was on third base. He had not moved. You know, a lot of runners would have already at home plate, but the veteran stayed at home, tagged, and scored easily without any problem. And a lot of people would have screwed the whole situation up. Oh, what?
As we talk up Yuki Yasuda, he has a 1-1 count. Next pitch, inside for ball number 2.
Maybe less Yuki Yasuda was Saturday in Sonoma when he was up and he got hit for the second time in a row by a pitch, and he was upset. Now, first of all, he's very calm.
Very calm.
He stared down the pitcher, and the pitcher, Pate, for Sonoma, was not happy about him being stared down, and he had words to say, and pretty soon both benches cleared, and everybody was on the baseball field. It was very much a baseball type of situation where nothing actually happened, but it always has that potential. And Yuki was the one who really kind of gave it the spark.
So that close pickoff play. The next pitch to Yasuda is high for ball 3. Well, this Diamonds team, the season goes on. Some frustrations have built. I know it hasn't been the season they expected, but they are on the playoff hunt. Things carry over. Of course, no hitter wants to get.
I would think coming into this game, the Diamonds were in the best frame of mind of the entire season. They are hitting the ball like crazy. They've gotten great pitching. They're having 2-0 is a great pitching performance. You should win when your pitcher gives up 2 runs. You should win every time, and so they're looking pretty good tonight.
No runs so far. They are down 2-0. A pickoff play to first baseman Canari. And Canari, saw earlier in the inning. There was a close pickoff play at first, and Canella could have very easily been called out, but he dropped the ball. And Canari has dropped the ball multiple times on pickoff plays at first. I'm not sure if it's the glove or he's just not seeing the ball right. There are no shadows in the infield, so not sure what it is, but the count is 3-2. Canella goes. Yuki fouls one off, so Canella's going to have to work his way back to first base and set things back up again for the full count pitch.
Well, a hit and run or a 3-2 full count send the runner situation, and it's interesting to me, and I will never understand this about baseball. If you do this on this pitch, 3-2, and then there's a runner goes, the next time they don't send the runner. If it was good on the first pitch, why isn't it good on the second pitch? Let's see what the Diamonds do.
Full count pitch. Canella doesn't go, and it is ball 4, so Diamonds get their wish. Runner at second, runner at first, nobody out. And top of the order, Brett Smith and Morgan Blatnick are due up next. Brett Smith, number 6, the center fielder, going to take his third at bat of the ball game. He has reached base once. Excuse me, he reached base twice. He reached base on an error by Kyriakos in the first inning. And
good chance to shake the cobwebs out of the Pittsburgh offense tonight.
Might see Smith bunt here. He doesn't square. Looks at a slider outside for ball number 1. You might see Smith bunt, get Canella and Yuki over, give Bladnick, the left-handed hitter, a chance. Only 1 out, and the team down by 2.
I would agree with you, but the only thing I'd say is that I never see the Diamonds do that. It's just not an Aaron Miles thing. He does not sacrifice. It's just not a big deal to him. I don't necessarily agree with that, but that's his thing.
Smith fouls one off, and you would assume that Aaron Miles playing much of his career in the National League, of course, won a World Series ring with the Arizona Cardinals. When the old golfing games was here, they had his picture and his jersey signed in the case, and I remember looking at that when I was a kid. But you would assume as a National League player his whole career that he'd play the National League style of baseball, but that's just not true. Aaron Miles is not afraid to, as you do see Smith bunt here, catches us off guard, play at first base. So I guess Aaron Miles does like the National League style of playing against the bunt. Makes me eat my words, but no big deal. The Diamonds have runners at second and third, only 1 out. So a good play by Miles. I know we all agreed that should have been the play. And Aaron Miles said, you know what, I agree with you. We might as well put it on.
And Brett Smith with a beautiful bunt down the third base line that just hugged the grass and stayed there. And Fornacci, for his part, with a great play, coming up to make the pickup and throw him out because Smith is very fast. So there is your sacrifice. But to be honest, it came on with the 4th pitch to Smith. I mean, maybe he just hurt us.
We are very close to the field here. The first pitch to Bladnick. Home plate umpire Thompson going to say Bladnick went around, so they're going to call it a strike. Count is 0-1. On deck if Blatnick would reach, or only 1 out is recorded. Bracamonte is on deck, and Cron's after Bracamonte. 1-0 pitch. Excuse me. 0-1 pitch. A fly ball to center field. Nick Aikens chasing it. He's going to get under it, and that'll score 1 run. Yasuda going to tag as well, so Blatnick does a job, gets 1 run in, and it does advance the back runner as well. So
that could have scored my grandmother.
An easy run score for the Diamonds. There's Canella. Could have basically walked home, and still a good chance here to score another run and tie this ball game up. Gabriel Bracamonte, the Diamonds' leading hitter. And runner at third base. A single would score Yasuda.
And I think, when you've obviously been having trouble scoring, that is the path to go. The small ball thing, create the run. And that's what the Diamonds just did, and I just think that was smart. That's all.
Smart play for the Diamonds. First pitch to Bracamonte. He swings, and it's a high pop-up, going to get out of play over the stands here at Winter Chevrolet Stadium.
No, a smart play would be a 2-run home run.
A lot easier said than done, but I'm sure we'd all love it here. The Diamonds broadcast. 0-1 pitch to Bracamonte.
Up.
A line drive right to Fisher at second base, so good contact led to an out, unfortunately, for Bracamonte. That'll take us to the top of the 6th inning. Diamonds get 1 run on a sacrifice fly by Morgan Blatnick. Will head to the top of the 6th, excuse me. Diamonds trail 2-1.
In baseball, dedication, hard work, and some creative thinking can make a team a champion. At Winter Chevrolet, the same qualities can make you the champion. Pittsburgh's new and used Chevrolet dealer has the car that will make you feel like you just hit a home run. With a large selection to choose from, Winter Chevrolet is sure to have the car that fits your personality, and their amazing finance programs will allow you to slide into your new car safely. Winter Chevrolet, a proud sponsor of Diamonds Baseball, is off of Highway 4 in Pittsburgh. Winter has what you want. Is there anything more fun than a ball bouncing off the outfield wall for a double? Well, if there is, it might be a double-double from In-N-Out. In-N-Out is an iconic burger restaurant for a reason. Quality is the most important ingredient at In-N-Out. They never freeze, pre-package, or microwave the food. Your burgers, fries, and a shake are waiting to be made on Delta Gateway Boulevard, just off Highway 4. In-N-Out, that's what a hamburger is all about.
Diamonds trail 2-1 as we welcome you back. Jordan Brink still on the mound, and Miles showing some faith in his starting pitcher. Don't see anyone up throwing yet, so this game seems to be Brink's inning, Brink's game to continue.
Slowly we get stretching. That looks kind of like Tyler Steyerwald out there. I don't know. I don't think he would be stretching to come into the game.
Could be. Don't think Steyerwald will be up, but you never know. Steyerwald usually a starter.
Steyerwald pitched on Sunday and had a tough time of it. I forget that we're already at Thursday.
It has been a while. Could also be Agnew Whelan as Gomez takes no time, swings to the first pitch, and hits a single to left field, but we see Barnesi getting out there too. Not sure if he's going to get stretched out, but he is walking around.
Here in the top of the 6th inning, we're looking forward to some out-of-town scores.
We are.
Oh, there it is.
And I can get you those now. We see those on the screen. Of course, the Diamonds are down 2-0, but Napa, Silverados, and Santa Fe Pacific. Santa Fe leads that game 1-0. We see the Sonoma Stompers and Martinez Clippers. Sonoma has scored 2 more runs, taking back the lead. So a lot of close games in the Pacific Association so far as Brink throws a ball down low to Krause, the catcher for the evening.
Sonoma has won 9 out of the last 10 games to charge the backup and tie San Rafael for first place. We're going to look for much of the first half of the season, the Santa Fe was going to run away and hide with that first place position, and now they're in a flat-footed tie.
1-0 pitch is check swing, but umpire going to call it strike one, so they're going to say it did go around. The Santa Fe earlier on in the year, I think they were around 8-10 games above the second-place team, but Sonoma, to use a pun here, they have stomped their way through the Pacific Association back into first place and have made it so much of a game as Kraus almost had a good bunt there. Ball just hit the edge of the grass and go foul. Brinkham's just sure happy because it could have easily been a base hit.
Give the Diamonds a taste of their own medicine, but even though that might have been a hit, but the original plot must have been some kind of sacrifice.
We saw David Kiriakos bunt for a hit in his second at bat of the ball game. We saw
Procamante likes to do this. He likes to take the bat and lead it, fit it on its fat end at the bottom, have it just standing straight up when the batter comes back to the batter's box.
Some characters the Diamonds has as Sam Agnew Wieland. He's in the
Wieland
bullpen.
is good.
Wieland. We'll just keep it with that. He's in the bullpen for the Diamonds, getting stretched out and warmed up as Brink throws a fastball by Kraus for strike number 3. Pickoff play at first base. Lassie wasn't ready for it. He kind of blocked it with his body and kicked the ball in front of him.
There are a lot of problems with that pickoff play, and the problem with the problems is that it looked like Gomez could have been picked off because that ball did not get down there with the characteristic speed. Lassie wasn't ready for it, but Gomez took forever to get back in.
Maybe some miscommunication by the Diamonds. Luckily, nothing bad happened. That goes their way, and Fisher comes into the plate for the first pitch. Slider in for strike 1. Brink, after his last inning, gave up that no runs, but a couple base hits, a couple walks here and there. No runs were scored, and the first at batter this inning, Gomez, didn't look like it was going to go ways either. A first pitch single to left field, things didn't look so great, but he gets Kraus swinging. He's got a first pitch strike to Fisher, and the Diamonds got on a run in the bottom half, so things are looking up for the Diamonds so far. And Brink, as Fisher hits a fly ball, going to go foul over behind the stands here at Winter Chevrolet Stadium. As the Diamonds defense resets itself and readies for the 0-2. See the wind pick up in left field. The Diamonds flags over the clubhouse, starting to blow.
Yeah, with some serious upright stance there by that flag.
See the American flag blowing to left field. So some carry. You already saw a home run to left field, that of Vlad Gomez. Saw a home run to right field, that of Ryan Canary, as Fisher looks at ball 1 high. Unfortunately, no home runs for the Diamonds so far. Had to kind of work for their runs while Vallejo has said, we'll hit the ball out of the ballpark instead.
Been fat, dumb, and happy and hit the ball out of the park.
Ground ball to Valera at short. Put it to second, gets the out. Yasuda to first, and they're going to say he's safe. So good base running by Fisher. Some hustle by the second baseman. He beats out the possible double play. It'll be a fielder's choice, a 6-4 in the books. See the replay there. Close play at first. Fisher just beat it out. See it again right here. Flip to the second baseman, Yasuda by Valera. Flip to first baseman. Fisher beat it out probably by 1 step, so almost double play. I'm sure Brink would have wanted it, but that brings up the left fielder, first batter of the ball game. Chevy Clark, the leadoff man. First pitch to Clark is in for strike 1. Good pitch there by Brink. Catch the outside corner.
He got a big thing in his back right pocket. Now, what does a base runner, what would a batter have in his back right pocket that he's not wearing? Some kind of sliding glove or something?
I think it would be the guard. I think you see a lot of guys like Joe Panic, Brandon Crawford, where it just kind of fits over your fingers. Blocks the fingers from maybe being broken.
When you're like running the bases?
That would be correct. A ball down low. Bracamonte can't block it. It shoots off towards the Vallejo dugout and allows Fisher to move up a base. So it is now a 0-2 count, excuse me. Runner at second base.
Do I get a shot of him warming up in the happy feet warm up in the bullpen?
You saw Wieland. He had his jersey on and his sweatshirt off. He was starting to get warmed up. I think Aaron Miles told him to put the sweatshirt back on. So just warming the legs up. You see him there.
You see him there, but the happy feet warm-up is done. There's a little dancing step that he was doing that was very funny.
0-2 pitch, a ground ball to Vallejo at short. He picks it up. Clark hustling, but he gets you out at first. So Brink doesn't get a 1-2-3 inning, but doesn't allow any more runs. Holds this score exactly where it should be, 2-1. The Diamonds still trail. But coming back here for the bottom of the 6th inning.
Whether your goal is to get to Carnegie Hall or break into the Diamonds lineup.
Anytime we have a conversation with Mechanics Paint, we know that we're in the same business. Our business is customer service, integrity, loyalty, friendship. Mechanics clearly establishes a high level of tradition, honesty, integrity that comes through in all their transactions. I trust them with everything. I know that they're there for us. My name is Paul Irwin. I'm a mechanic.
One example of teamwork is a smoothly executed double play memorialized in the famous baseball poem, Tinkers to Evers to Chance. Another example of great teamwork is the Pittsburg Chamber of Commerce. MyPittsburghChamber.org brings together the many and varied businesses that make up the local economy and forges them into a community force that is focused on economic development, advocacy, partnerships, and workforce development. The Pittsburgh Chamber is making a difference. Even if your business doesn't leave you the time to get personally involved, your membership contribution will advance the cause. Visit mypittsburghchamber.org today.
Back here at Winter Chevrolet Stadium, due up for the Diamonds, the 4-5-6 batters being Joel Carranza, Rafael Valera, then Ryan Lashley. So middle of the order due up for Pittsburgh. Hopefully they can tie this game up or maybe take the lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. After this inning, I'll take over PA for Tony Schultz. Tony and Scott McDonald will complete this game if it does go 9. If it does not go 9 and goes to extras, I'm sure we'll work something out, or I can come back over, or we'll figure it out as Miller throws in strike 1 to Carranza. This game has gone by very quickly. It's only been reaching the 2-hour mark, only 7 seconds away from it, already in the bottom of the 6th inning. Carranza looks at a curveball in the dirt for ball number 1. Carranza wearing the New Balance black and orange cleats, the Franklin black and white batting gloves for those listening on Mixler. 1-1 pitch. Fastball inside, a little too tight for Carranza's liking. He moves his hips out the way and going to meet the count 2-1.
Diamonds are in this ball game, and it'll take one swing from someone like Carranza to tie it.
Carranza swings at a pitch on the outside corner, right through it for strike number 2. Count is now 2-2 for the Diamonds DH. See a lot of guys like newcomers to the Diamonds this year. Valera Lashley, Carranza. As Carranza hits a ground ball to the second baseman. A one-hopper right to Fisher, flips to the first baseman Canary for out number 1. But Carranza, Bracamonte, Valera, Lashley, a lot of newcomers have been impact players. Hopefully the new left fielder, Quisker, can do some damage as well. Hopefully make a good playoff push. They're already in the 4th place spot, but
Aaron's plan is to be the champions of August. He says they feel like they have the best pitching staff. They can be the best. They can be the best team for the month of August, and that's what their plan is. Forget the rest of the season and go into wherever that puts them in the playoff picture. Doesn't matter, but just they'll make the playoffs and they'll have the momentum as the playoffs take place.
First pitch to Valera is a fly ball to Vlad Gomez. Didn't have to move that much. Now takes a few steps and makes the catch. But you're right, Scott. Doesn't matter how you start, matters how you finish. All the Diamonds got to do is get in to the playoffs and the season restarts. It's a brand new start. But also, this is going to sound kind of bad as Ryan Lashley comes to the box. It may have been a blessing the Diamonds didn't pitch well or hit well earlier on in the years that their players weren't promoted, they weren't called up. They had almost had the same team they've had all season, barring some releasings and some trades. As Lashley looks at a ball high, but they're going to have the complete staff likely through the playoffs. They're going to have the chemistry, and they're going to have guys they relied on all year to pitch for them. So it could be a blessing in disguise as Lashley looks at the 1-0 outside, making the count 2-0.
And they they want to come charging through this month of August. They don't want to be just arrive at the playoffs and play hot, but they want to play hot for the whole month.
Well, Ashley gets the 2-0 pitch down low. Miller can't find the strike zone in this at bat. The count is now 3-0.
So here, even if they may have only scored 1 run, 5 hits is more than they were getting in a lot of those games when they were in a slump. So maybe there's a sign that they are still not slumping. Just a good pitching performance from both sides.
3-0 pitch, the exact same spot it was last time. Miller not liking it, taking a walk behind the mound. So Lashley gets on with the walk, and that brings up Quitzer. Quitzer, no hits so far in this game, but has shown the potential to do some damage. Had a big debut for the Diamonds, hit that grand slam. He's hitting .364 in 2 games with Pittsburgh. 4 hits, a double and a home run, that being home run being the grand slam as he looks at a ball high and outside. 7 RBIs. Has struck out 4 times, excuse me.
He had I followed up the grand slam game with 3 RBIs on last night.
So big couple of games, 2-game stretch where he's dominated opposing pitching. She looks at 2-0. So 2-0 pitch. He's on its way. Maybe Quitzer gets a pitch he wants. He has power. We've already seen it this season. 2-0 pitch. Above the kneecaps for strike 1. See Jalen Miller there with the number 31, the high socks and the stirrups. Lashley had first 2 outs in the inning, the 2-1 pitch.
Oh.
A ball in the gap by Quitzer. Clark going to cut it off, but he falls down, so Lashley goes to third. Quitzer stays at first, so the Diamonds are showing off the bats in the bottom of the 6th inning with a walk by Lashley, then a single by Quitzer makes it first and third and 2 outs. No arms in the Vallejo bullpen. That brings up Cos Canella.
Right fielder, Cos Canella.
It was interesting. As Lashley headed third base, there was a good opportunity there to try to score. And Miles decided to play it more conservatively because as Clark came over, he made a diving attempt and knocked the ball out of his glove. And was it, far away enough that Lashley could keep running and come in to score? Well, they decided not to give it a shot. So they've got runners at the corners, but we'll see what Mr. Canella can do. You remember last time he came up, he hit that absolutely perfect-looking base hit on a line drive to left field.
So Canella 1 for 2 on the day. Good chance here for the Diamonds to tie this ball game up if he can come through. First pitch to Canella from Miller is a high around the letters for ball 1. Beautiful night here in Pittsburgh. You can see over the scoreboard the mountains, Kirker Pass, some Mount Diablo and Concord. As Canella swings through a fastball, making the count 1-1. You see the sun still over the mountains. Kind of leaves that purple haze, the orange haze.
We're not getting as much smoke from the fires as one thought maybe we'd get, but of course the fires are somewhat down. I don't know.
Well, 1-1 pitch is on the outside corner for strike number 2, so Canella has some work to do here. Down in the count.
Big opportunity with that runner that's 90 feet away.
Wild pitch would likely score last year. Not a fast runner, but if it gets far enough away, he would score. 1-2 pitch. Canella pops it up out of play, so some luck there for the Diamonds. One-two pitch from Miller will be on its way. Here we go. And Canella looks at a pitch on the outside corner. Could have been strike 3. Home plate umpire Eric Thompson not calling it. Calls it outside, so the count is now 2-2. So you can now take a deep breath there. It was a close pitch. Could have been called strike 3 easily, but a break for the Diamonds. Quitzer at first, Lashley at third. A walk by Lashley, a single by Quitzer is what set this 2-out possible rally up. 2-2 pitch. Canella hits a fly ball to left field. Chevy Clark right under it. Going to settle in and make the catch. So the Diamonds can't come through after a walk and a single. Score remains 2-1. We head to the top of the 7th inning. We'll see if Jordan Brink comes out after the break.
If you've been there before, you know when your car breaks down on the freeway, you want quick, reliable service. You want All Counties Tow. With 20 years of experience, 7 locations in Northern California, and 50 trucks, All Counties Tow is the one to count on when you need roadside help. You can find them at allcotow.com or phone 925-709-0759 for fast, dependable service. Easy and painless. All Counties Tow. Are you looking for a community-based establishment that will provide a fun and exciting environment for your family? Certainly Diamonds Baseball is one, and no doubt Lumpy's Diner is another. Before or after the game, eating at Lumpy's Diner or Lumpy's Diner Express can make for a great doubleheader. And if you want to win a road game, LD's Catering will make your event a hit no matter the location. Lumpy's Diner is a homegrown sensation, world famous since 2008. Bring your family to ours.
The best way to get there is practice, practice, practice. If baseball is your thing, the best place to practice is at Payless Batting Cages in Concord. There are 5 covered all-season field cages good for both baseball and softball. Conveniently located in Little Pass Park in Concord, Payless Batting Cages for year-round enjoyment for the whole family.
Hello and welcome back to Winter Chevrolet Stadium. I'm Scott McDonald, and we're going to be here with Tony Schultz. Thank you to Sterling Bennett who took us through innings 4, 5, and 6, and we're going to take you the rest of the way through this one if it goes 9. Sam Agnew-Whelan has come on to pitch for the Pittsburgh Diamonds here in inning number 7. 6 innings for Jordan Brink, and he gives up just 2 runs, both on solo home runs that came in the 4th inning. And other than that, he shut the door on Vallejo and certainly has given the Diamonds an excellent opportunity to win this ball game. They are down 2-1 right now in the top of the 7th. They scored their own run back in inning number 5, and so after 6 full, it's 2-1 in favor of the Admirals. The Diamonds are 4 games behind Vallejo, trying to catch up with them. Vallejo in 3rd place in the Pacific Association. In 1st place, a first-place tie between San Rafael and Sonoma. That was the result of yesterday's games where Sonoma finally beat San Rafael to catch them. They've just been on a tear to catch those Pacifics who had such a great start to the season. They won last night, and they're 9-1 in their last 10 games, and they tied San Rafael for 1st place. The Diamonds pulled within 4 games with 2 victories in Vallejo on Tuesday and Wednesday, and now they're home for 2 again against these Admirals, and through 6 innings tonight, it is 2-1 in favor of Vallejo. Sam Agnew-Whelan on the mound now for the Diamonds, and he is making his 5th appearance since rejoining the club this year. He was here last year. 9 1/3 innings pitched, 7 walks, 12 strikeouts in that time. His record, no wins but 1 loss, 2.89 earned run average for Sam as he gets ready to face David Kiriakos here, the first hitter in the 7th inning. Whelan, a right-handed pitcher, facing the right-handed Kiriakos here to start the 7th inning. Here's the pitch. Strike, gets 0-1, and out getting the pulse of the ballpark was Tony Schultz, who now returns and joins us.
I told you I'd be back, Scott.
Yes, and
I am.
And you are back.
Trying to come up with a snappy one-liner.
What is the pulse of the ballpark? So I'm going to miss.
Mellow right now. Seeing a good pitcher's duel. Seeing the Diamonds are right in this, but kind of hoping and waiting for the offense to erupt.
Maybe anticipatory of a big Diamonds inning coming up. That could be. And then Sam Agnew-Whelan's job, of course, is to keep the Vallejo Admirals right where they are. 0-2 count to Kiriakos, and this pitch is outside for a ball. It's 1-2.
But a nice outing by Jordan Brink. Did give up the 2 bombs there in the 4th, but put up 5 zeros as well. So the Diamonds have to be very happy with that.
You know, when you have that kind of an outing, you got to think, the people will say, if I just had that 1 pitch back, I mean, he might have had those 2 pitches back. But 2-0 is a very nice performance, and Kiriakos jackknifes to get out of the way of the pitch, and he is called out on strikes by Eric Thompson, and he stumbles across the plate, looks at him and said something like, "Oh my God," and is still talking to him, and now he's rubbing his hips are waving back and forth, and Thompson's giving it right back to him. So that conversation is is over. Nick Akins is coming to the plate, and Thompson's yelling at him all the way back to the dugout. And the thing is, now Kiriakos stops and says something as he goes to the dugout. And I just waiting for that. With that last comment, I thought we might see Kiriakos getting the rest of the night off. Now I don't know if there's more comments from the dugout coming, but Thompson is not taking it. He is giving it right back to him. The end result of all of that is that there's one out here in the 7th inning, and now comes Nick Akins Sr., center fielder for these Vallejo Admirals, who has struck out twice and has popped out to the shortstop. The first pitch to him is swung on and hit high and foul and out of play to the right side. Akins, the league leader in home runs, also the batting coach for these Admirals, the defending champion Admirals. 0-1 count to Akins. Agnew Whelan to the plate, and that hits the plate, bounces right up into Bracamonte, and that's going to be 1 ball and 1 strike.
Of course, Nick came up in that big situation earlier in the ball game. Couple of guys on. And nice job by Jordan Brink to get him. And over the last several games against the Admirals, the Diamond pitching's done pretty well.
They've had
against the power guy.
Corey McDonald was outstanding. Here's the pitch. High for a ball, and it is 2 balls and 1 strike.
I think Corey struck him out 3 times, didn't he?
I may have. I don't have that in front of me, but I could look it up. But it's number 14 there, Sam Agnew Whelan, looking in. Now really peering in. Are you kidding me? That's what you want me to throw? Here's the pitch to Akins, fouled away. Now the count goes even to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Speaking of erupting, you get a guy like Nick Akins Sr. up there, and you're getting him out, you're getting him out, you're getting him out, and the more you get him out, the more you think the next time he comes up, he's going to go yard.
That's the whole, is he in a slump or is he due? And this is how you want to see him with nobody on. This pitch is fouled back. 2-2 count remains. We'll be back here tomorrow night at 6 o'clock for Game 4 of the Benicia Bridge Series this week, which the Diamonds have dominated up to this point. Right now they're down 2-1 on Game 3. Here's the pitch to Akins. He lifts this one high and foul, and that one's going to go out of play as well. They had their way with the Admirals in Vallejo for 2 games, and now they're in a nip and tuck contest here for Thursday night. Agnew Whelan looks in for his sign. Akins is ready, and the 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Boy, that is 3 more strikeouts for Nick Akins tonight. Brink got him twice, and now Sam Agnew Whelan gets him.
So that's 2 in a row for this inning for Agnew Whelan. He's looking now to face Canary, who broke the goose egg on the scoreboard with a solo home run in the 4th inning that gave Vallejo the 1-0 lead, and that was followed in the same inning by a home run by Vladimir Gomez to make it 2-0. The Diamonds came back when they manufactured a run of their own in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch here is a ball, 1 ball and no strikes, with runners on base, Smith on base, Canella and Yasuda on base, and then they got a sacrifice from Smith, a sacrifice fly from Blatnick, and that drove in the Diamonds' run. Pitch is swung on a miss for a strike, and it's 1-1 now to Canary.
Yeah, Diamonds going a little bit small ball and old school with the sacrifice bunt.
We were sitting here talking about, Sterling was talking about the potential of a sacrifice. I said, you're right, Sterling, but it's just not Aaron Miles. He just does not really call for the sacrifice. The pitch is low for a ball. And it was the 4th pitch of the at-bat that they finally sacrificed.
It's just one of those things that all the new stats just say the better percentage is to not and look for the hit.
This pitch is high for a ball, and now it's 3 balls and 1 strike to Canary. 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the 7th inning. It's 2-1 in favor of Vallejo.
Numbers say it's better to have 3 chances to get a base hit to drive in a guy from second than 2. to try to drive him in with less than 2 outs.
That pitch swung on a miss. The count goes full 3-2.
I've always been of the idea, though, that, hey, your chances of getting on base or getting hit are pretty limited, even if you're really good. I'd rather see that guy with third base with a variety of chances.
Well, on top of
scoring,
but we've talked about how valuable third base is.
Right.
And getting him over there, you do have an extra opportunity. This ball is high fly ball to short center field. The left fielder comes over to make the play. That is Quitzer in front of Smith. And the Diamonds get out number 3 here, as it is a 1-2-3 inning for Sam Agnew Whelan in the top of the 7th. We're going to take a break here. We're going to sing a song, and then we're going to come back for the bottom of the 7th with the score: Vallejo 2 and the Diamonds 1. Take me out of the ball game. Little J's. The handcrafted burgers are sensational. The generous sandwiches are delicious. The hand-carved tri-tip is the best in town. Getting hungry? You probably already know where to go to find these food treasures. Little J's in Pittsburg. Since 2003, Little J's has been rewarding those smart enough to stop in for a meal. They can also cater your next event. On Loveridge Road, it's Little J's Restaurant. In baseball, dedication, hard work, and some creative thinking can make a team a champion. At Winter Chevrolet, the same qualities can make you the champion. Pittsburgh's new and used Chevrolet dealer has the car that will make you feel like you just hit a home run. With a large selection to choose from, Winter Chevrolet is sure to have the car that fits your personality. And their amazing finance programs will allow you to slide into your new car safely. Winter Chevrolet, a proud sponsor of Diamonds Baseball, is off of Highway 4 in Pittsburgh. Winter has what you want. All right, let's go to the bottom of inning number 7. And the Diamonds will come up here. No, they've got to get at least 1 run. They need 2 to win in 3 more innings of at-bats. And that will start with Yuki Yasuda coming up here. It sounds like we got someone in a motorcycle traveling around the diamond. Yuki Yasuda. We spoke about this last time he was up, that he kind of was the start of a bases emptying brawl. There was no brawl, there was no brawling, but there was bases emptying in Sonoma when he got hit by a pitch for the 2nd time in a row. He was not happy about it. Here's the pitch. It's a strike. It's 0-1. Yasuda followed by Brett Smith and Morgan Blatnick as we go to the bottom of the 7th here. The Diamonds down 2-1. Jason Miller has just had their number for the most part. Here's the pitch. Yasuda swings and lifts this one to left center field. This could be trouble coming in. As Chevy Clark is going to fall in for a base hit, and Yasuda's led off inning number 7 with a single, and the Diamonds have the leadoff man on.
First hit of the ball game for Yuki. Good start here to the inning for the Diamonds. Didn't exactly barrel it up, but able to just lift it out there to left field. And now here comes the top of the order, and chance maybe for the Diamonds to do some damage here in the 7th.
Brett Smith, a single, a fielder's choice, and a sacrifice. Boy, he just had the most perfect bunt on that sacrifice. It just hugged the grass down the third base line and got the runners up to 2nd and 3rd. Now he's up here with Yasuda on at first. Will he sacrifice? No, it's a strike. It's 0-1. Not squaring to bunt. Yasuda with speed at first. He is on base for the 2nd time tonight. He walked in the 5th inning, and then he grounded out back in the 3rd inning.
And Fernacci certainly expecting that bunt right at the edge of the grass, even with the bag.
This pitch is grounded to the right side. Almost eats up Johnson, Fisher, the second baseman, but he handles it and then starts the double play, and the Diamonds are wiped off the bases.
Boy, that was taking a funny hop there. It looked like it didn't hop up nearly as much as Fisher thought it was, but he was able to handle it well. This ball's hit pretty hard on 1 hop. And boy, nearly handcuffed Fisher, but
I'd like to see that. Let's look at this. Let's look at first base again. Let's see. Does he beat it out? No, he's up. Okay, just want to look. Trying to cause some kind of problem. Not able to. Morgan Blatnick steps in here with nobody on now, and 2 outs. The pitch to Blatnick, a strike. It's 0-1. Talking about numbers. Here's a bad number. It's a bad number, but it's something to think about all the time. August 2nd, today, is the most deadly day on the roads of the entire year. The pitch.
Is that right?
Yes. Strike 2. 0-2. So be careful.
August the 2nd.
August the 2nd. There are a lot of theories as to why. One is more people in America take vacation this week than any other week. It's the most popular week for vacations, the 1st of August. The first
Not
week of August.
July the 4th?
Guess what? The second most deadly day on the roads is July 4th. And for some reason, the third most deadly day is May 3rd, which is the day before Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you.
Oh, Scotty.
I'm not. I didn't make
that. We'll go to a commercial.
I didn't make that up. I mean, that's a well-known thing. Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you.
I never heard that before.
Yeah, well, that's because we don't do games.
Now, you're not a big movie, because like a lot of the movies I mentioned, I haven't seen most of the Star Wars movies.
That is not even allowed. That is so bad.
Really?
That's un-American. That is not.
You've never seen Caddyshack, and you're a sports guy? Oh, Lord.
No, I'm sorry. I have every Star Wars on DVD at home. So if you ever come to L.A., you're in trouble.
Scott, no, not another one. What is there, like 15?
Please, let me out of these handcuffs.
How many are there?
What? There are 8 so far.
Oh.
This pitch is low, outside ball, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And, the number 9 is coming out this year. The final of the 3 trilogies done this year. What? What? No, there are 2. The phony Star Wars movies do not count. Phony Star Wars movies are not in the count. Here's the pitch to Blatnick, foul down the left field line. Racing over the third baseman, he makes the catch. Fernacci slams into the fence after making the catch. Nice play, nice hustle by Chris Fernacci, and that will do it for the Diamonds here in the 7th inning. They get a leadoff single and then a double play and a foul out, and so that will do it for them here. We're going to the 8th inning with the score: Vallejo 2 and the Admirals 1. If you've been there before, you know when your car breaks down on the freeway, you want quick, reliable service. You want All Counties Tow. With 20 years of experience, 7 locations in Northern California, and 50 trucks, All Counties Tow is the one to count on when you need roadside help. You can find them at allcotow.com or phone 925-709-0759 for fast, dependable service. Easy and painless. All Counties Tow. Nick's Sandwiches. Want to tailgate in City Park before the next Diamonds home game? Nick's Sandwiches is a great place to start. Everything you need for a big crew of hungry fans, or a tasty lunch on the Delta, or a quick grab of coffee and a bite to eat on the way to work. Nick's Sandwiches is in Old Town Pittsburg on Railroad Avenue across from the marina. Eating at the Diamonds' favorite deli is as satisfying as a 3-run homer. Start your pregame warm-up at Nick's Sandwiches, 315 Railroad Avenue in Old Town. Game 3 of the Benicia Bridge Series this week. The Diamonds have won 2 and are trying to make a statement that they are going to be the Monsters of August. So it would seem imperative for them is to score more runs than Vallejo does tonight. Right now they are 1 run behind, 2-1. We're going to the top of the 8th inning here, and the guy who just made a great play at third base on that foul ball, Chris Fernacci, will be coming to the plate to lead off for Vallejo. He'll be followed by Kyle Figueroa and then Vladimir Gomez. Fernacci tonight has walked, struck out, and flown out. There goes the throw down to second base. You see Agnew Whelan come off the mound for a second. He's going to crawl back up to the rubber and be ready to go here as Fernacci steps in. Fernacci just hustled off of his third base position to get that foul ball, and it was not an easy play, especially as you're nearing the ball. You're also nearing the fence. He caught that ball and slammed into the fence, and he is now up to lead off the 8th inning. Pitch from Agnew Whelan, swung on and lifted high to the right side. Back goes the right fielder. Canelli to the wall. It's gone. The 3rd solo home run of the night for the Vallejo Admirals.
Field. I don't think I've seen him do that before, but boy, that one at first I thought that I might have a chance to catch it out there in right field, but Fernacci able to get it out of here, and now a 2-run lead here for the Admirals.
So that was not what the Diamonds wanted to have happen here in the 8th inning, is to fall behind by another run, but that's where they are. Kyle Figueroa, Vladimir Gomez, and now we're guaranteed of seeing Nick Krause here in the 8th inning. Figueroa up here has singled, popped out, and grounded out to the first baseman. There's a pitch, and that's inside for a ball. It's 1 ball and no strikes. That was a good play by Lashley, that ground out to the first baseman. He had to come off of his first base position towards second, pick up the ground ball, and as he's going away, Jordan Brink did a good job of covering the bag as well. This pitch is high and inside for a ball. It's 2 balls and no strikes.
Vallejo's got the bullpen going. Eli Garcia, one of the subjects of your interview before the game. He is working in the bullpen right now.
That pitch foul back. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. It was great to see the two brothers interact and see how supportive of each other they are.
Well, that must be fun growing up together, being so close in age, playing ball, and now playing pro ball against each other.
They played high school baseball together, of course, and that was exciting. Swung on a miss by Figueroa. It is now 2 balls and 2 strikes here. With nobody out, a run in for Vallejo in the top of the 8th inning.
Jalen Miller's gone 7 innings, 7 hits, just giving up the 1 run. The Admirals do not have a complete game this year, but Jalen Miller's got a chance to get one.
This pitch is fouled away.
We talk about how you don't see a lot of bunts and everything as we look into the Admiral bullpen. The complete game has gone by the way of the dinosaur. Hard pressed to see those.
Well, Brett Solano had one this year. Complete game shutout. Was it? No, complete game. Or maybe, that was ball to Yasuda at second base. He hits it with his glove. It does not go into the glove. It bounced away, and that will lead to a runner at first base. Tysonis, if I give you the right name, what is it? How do you pronounce that dinosaur? Rex.
Tyrannosaurus.
Tyrannosaurus Rex. That's how you pronounce it. Error on Yuki Yasuda at second base, and so now there's a runner at first. The Diamonds still looking to get the first out of the inning here in the 8th inning. Vladimir Gomez, another solo home run hitter in this game for the Admirals. He did that as the second home run of the 4th inning, and that gave them a 2-0 lead. The Diamonds came back, got their own run in the bottom of the 5th, and then they got a home run in this inning, and this one's going to dribble its way into right field for a base hit. Gomez on at first. Figueroa goes to second.
Vlad Gomez picks up his 3rd hit of the ball game, going the other way, finding himself a hole on that right side. But previous to that, Scott, of course, the home run was absolutely crushing. He got that base hit in the 6th. He barreled that one up too. Vlad Gomez having himself a heck of a night.
He will lead from first, and Figueroa will go from second. Nick Krause comes up here, and Sam Agnew-Whelan is still looking for the first out in the 7th inning, and no one is throwing yet in the bullpen. There's lots of arm waving and calisthenics happening, though.
I'd be looking for a bunt here.
There's a bunt, and it's bunted up the right side. It's going to be picked up by Agnew-Whelan, who throws it to first. That moves the runners up, and there's one down with runners at second and third.
Executed very well there by Krause. Diamonds get the first out of the inning, but Admirals pick up 180 feet and now looking for some more insurance runs with the Diamonds down to their last 6 outs.
So do you walk Brandon Fisher here to force a play at every base? Right now the Diamonds have the infield in, and Fisher is warming up, and Thompson says there's a change. He's saying there's going to be a
Third base, number 32, Andre
who? What?
Now hitting the second baseman, number 25, Brandon Fisher.
DeAndre Van Slyke has now gone into third base to run for Kyle Figueroa because there is a potential run here if a fly ball. Now that ball high and inside, and Fisher wheels out of the way, and that is a ball. 1 ball and no strikes.
I don't think it necessarily would have been a bad idea to put him on here, but a lot of times you want to give the 9th place hitter a base to go ahead and pitch to the number 1 hitter in the batting order.
This pitch is low for a ball. It's ball 2.
Whereas the Diamonds in that situation where they're bringing the infield in, they can ill afford to give up that base hit. So what did you do with the 9th place hitter when you're bringing the infield in? You just raised his batting average by about 40 points.
Right. 2-0 count. The 2-0 pitch. He doesn't take ball 3. He doesn't swing at ball 3. It is ball 3. 3-0. So sometimes the strategy is just don't give him anything to hit. And, if that was the strategy, they're doing fine as far as that's concerned. 3 balls and no strikes to Brandon Fisher. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. There's 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. It is 3-1 in favor of Vallejo, and Agnew wheeling to the plate. That is a ball, ball 4. And so now they've walked Fisher. They did not walk him intentionally, but they now have that same result, and they're going to have runners at every base. Chevy Clark is going to step up to the plate here. And the Diamonds are going to be looking for a double play to end the inning. They'll put the shortstop and the second baseman back in double play depth.
Yeah, the guys in the corners will come in a little bit. 3rd and 1st, they'll go home to 1st. The middle infield will go 2nd to 1st if they have that option.
If the ball behaves. Clark up here against Agnew Whelan, 3-1 in favor of Vallejo. The Diamonds looking to hold on, and Admirals looking to blow it open. Here's the pitch. It's a strike, 0-1.
Game kind of teetering in the balance right now, just like you said, Scott. Can the Diamonds keep it close and give themselves that more than reasonable chance in the 8th and 9th, or are the Admirals going to have a 4 or even 5-run lead?
No balls and 1 strike to Clark. The 0-1 pitch is strike 2. It's 0-2.
Yeah, as far as Brandon Fisher was concerned, it kind of did look like the intentional. We won't intentionally walk him, but we're not going to throw him a strike and hope that he swings at one possibly and gets himself out. But Fisher did not do that, and he's aboard at first.
0-2 count. The 0-2 pitch. High and inside. Did it hit Clark? No, it did not. He just barely got out of the way. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Well, his movement was so quick to get out of the way, but he just didn't move very far.
Yeah.
Here's another look at it. Actually, it wasn't that close. 1 more time.
You're right. It wasn't that close.
Not that close.
Dramatic. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 3. A big out for Sam Agnew Whelan there as he strikes out Chevy Clark. And now, David Kyriakos will come to the plate. He has 2 strikeouts. He has a single on the night. And he will come up here with the bases loaded. 2 outs, 8th inning.
2 for 4 for Kyriakos. He does have those 2 strikeouts looking in the 1st and 7th, but a bunt base hit in the 3rd, single in the 5th.
Agnew Whelan looks in, has his sign. Here's the pitch. A strike. It's 0-1. He has gotten out in front of both Clark and Kyriakos here, and that, of course, is a big advantage for the pitcher. DeAndre Van Slyke is on at 3rd. Vladimir Gomez is down at 2nd base. Brandon Fisher is on at 1st for the Vallejo Admirals. 0-1 count here on David Kyriakos with 2 down in the top of the 8th inning. The pitch from Agnew Whelan, bounded right back to Agnew Whelan. He gets a big hop. He nails it. He throws to 1st. He got him. Out number 3 in the 8th. The Diamonds get out of it with just 1 run scored. That was the leadoff home run by Chris Fernacci. And then the Admirals loaded the bases with 1 out, and somehow Agnew Whelan plus Houdini and gets out of that jam. And we're going to the bottom of the 8th. It is the Admirals 3 and Pittsburg 1.
Memorized in the famous baseball poem, Tinkers to Everest to Chance. Another example of great teamwork is the Pittsburg Chamber of Commerce. MyPittsburghChamber.org brings together the many and very...
You're right.
The local...
Libraries are community centers, and truly the community comes and uses them. They're here for anybody who walks in the door. It's important for people to have a connection to their community because it makes you feel like you belong. Mechanics Bank really values their relationship. They actively reach out with an open hand to nonprofits. Mechanics Bank doesn't just show up and say that they're going to do something. They actually follow through. They're not just a partner in name, they're a partner in person. My name's Kristen Anderson. I'm the Executive Director of the Walnut Creek Library Foundation, and I'm a mechanic.
One example of teamwork is a smoothly executed double play memorialized in the famous baseball poem, Tinkers to Evers to Chance. Another example of great teamwork is the Pittsburgh Chamber of Commerce. MyPittsburghChamber.org brings together the many and varied businesses that make up the local economy and forges them into a community force that is focused on economic development, advocacy, partnerships, and workforce development. The Pittsburgh Chamber is making a difference. Even if your business doesn't leave you the time to get personally involved, your membership contribution will advance the cause. Visit mypittsburghchamber.org today. Well, wouldn't you know, on a night where we started the show with a pregame show that featured the Diamonds, Jose Garcia, and his brother from the Vallejo Admirals, relief pitcher Eli Garcia. We get to see Eli come on in relief here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and Eli is getting his warm-ups in, as you can see right there. Eli on the season so far. This is his 16th appearance, 26 and a third innings pitched, 10 strikeouts, 10 walks, 18 strikeouts. His record is 3 wins and no losses, and he has an ERA of 7.52. He also is a charming guy. And if you missed that interview, you can catch it tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be up fairly early tomorrow, or maybe even tonight. You can watch the stream of this game, and at the beginning of the stream of this game, which you can see as soon as this one is over, you can see that Runs Hits Aaron pregame show, and that will have Eli on it. Or you can see it tomorrow. It'll probably be featured separately on the Pittsburgh Diamonds YouTube channel for all of that. Go to YouTube, search Pittsburgh Diamonds, and you are in business. In business right now, Gabriel Bracamonte is stepping up to the plate, and he just barely gets out of the way of that pitch. Garcia with one high and tight, and Bracamonte moved his face just out of the way in time. Joel Carranza will follow him, Rafael Valera. After that, Eli started his baseball career at 4 years old. There's a pitch of a strike when his 6-year-old brother, Jose, dragged him down to Little League with him.
Well, that is getting a young start. I mean, around here, I was at Little League was like 9.
There's a pitch. This ball is lifted high, but it's not going to be deep. And over comes Akins, and he says he's got it, and he does, and that's out number 1. That, of course, is in the baseball-mad Dominican Republic where these two kids grew up.
Right.
And then they moved to the States somewhere around middle school. Went to high school together. They both were on the high school baseball team together when Garcia was a junior, and I mean Jose was a junior, and Eli was a freshman. And well, I don't know. Now, Eric Thompson's come out and says
the gates open in the right center field again.
That's the place that Casper gets into the game for free. He opens it, and then he forgets to close it. So
that gate's open more than 7-Eleven. We've got to deal with this one a handful of times.
And Akins tells it to stay there. He says, "All right now. All right, Nick, thank you. Thumbs up on you, buddy. All right. 1 out, nobody on. Joel Carranza steps up here. Here's a happy batter you want to see in this situation. Carranza has just been Mr. Come Through when it's an important situation all season. The pitch is a strike, gets 0-1. The Diamonds down by 2 runs now. They're trying to keep it to 1 run. They did not do that. It's 3-1, so they obviously need a base runner. They need a couple base runners. They need to score some runs here if they want to keep their momentum going. The pitch to Carranza is swung and fouled away, and it is 0-2. On deck, Rafael Valera.
Diamond bullpen going again. Looked like Nick Barnesi, if I'm not mistaken, trying to pick out that number.
Pitch is swung and a miss by Joel, and that's out number 2. So Mr. Valera will step up here. He's 0 for 3 on the night.
There's Nick.
Yep.
Now batting number 2, the shortstop, Vallejo.
Bottom of the 8th inning. In Pittsburgh, the Diamonds down by 2. Nobody on, 2 outs. Rafael Valera at the plate. Eli Garcia on the mound. He comes in tight. I mean, I guess he did not hit Valera, but he came close. He's come close to a couple of Diamonds. Last year, when we first saw Eli Garcia, he hit his brother with a pitch. That was not... Jose said he was just in pain. He had an ugly look on his face. He said just because he was hurting, not because he was so mad at his brother. But this pitch to Valera, he wangs this one into center field and left center field. That's going to be between him, and it may go all the way to the wall. Valera on his way to second. He might try for third, and he's on his way to third. Here comes the throw into the infield, and Valera will make it easily with a stand-up triple.
Oh boy, what speed Valera's show going around the bases. I haven't seen anybody run the bases that fast all season long. It looked like he was almost in that Benny Hill fast motion that time. God, he really shot out of that batter's box like a cannon. Here he is, all the way to third without drawing a throw. Stand-up triple here with 2 outs. Can the Diamonds get a couple of runs now?
Ryan Lashley looks at the center field over. Aikens says he's got it. He does. It just stayed up too long for the Diamonds. And that ball is out. Number 3, Lashley hit it on the nose, but right at Aikens. And Valera will die at third. So that does it for the Diamonds in the 8th inning. We've played 8 full here at Winter Chevrolet Stadium. The score, Vallejo 3, the Diamonds 1.
Red's Barbershop. You know when it's time for a haircut, but you aren't really thrilled with the trim you've been getting? You'd like to find a new hair cutter, but it seems like a big hassle with too many choices and not enough information. We're giving you the take sign, as in take down this information. Call Red's Barbershop and make an appointment. Red has the skills and experience with all types of hair. He is great with the latest styles and still knows how to make you shine with more traditional haircuts. Call 925-382-1399 and make an appointment. That's 925-382-1399. Red's Barbershop is at 190 East 7th Street, just off Railroad Avenue in Old Town. Give Red a call today, 925-382-1399.
Is there anything more fun than a ball bouncing off the outfield wall for a double? Well, if there is, it might be a double-double from In-N-Out. In-N-Out is an iconic burger restaurant for a reason. Quality is the most important ingredient at In-N-Out. They never freeze, pre-package, or microwave the food. Your burgers, fries, and a shake are waiting to be made on Delta Gateway Boulevard, just off Highway 4. In-N-Out, that's what a hamburger is all about. So the Diamonds are going to have their own new pitcher here for the 9th inning. Nicholas Barnesi, who's come on to pitch the final inning here, or it could be the final inning. It depends on how the Diamonds do in the bottom of the 9th. Right now we're in the top of the 9th, and Barnesi will face Nick Aikens, Ryan Canary, and Chris Fornacci here in the 9th inning. And let's just take a look, shall we, at how Mr. Barnesi has been doing this year. This is his 23rd appearance of the season, 25 and 2/3 innings pitched. He has given up 13 walks. He has 26 strikeouts. He has 1 win, 2 losses, and 3 saves. And his ERA is 5.61. Mr. Nicholas Barnesi right there on your screen. Thank you for joining us tonight. If you're watching us on BayAreaSports.tv via the Pittsburgh Diamonds YouTube channel, or if you're listening to us on Mixer.com, thank you. Happy to have you. We're going to be back here tomorrow night with a game televised by Delta TV, also available on the Pittsburgh Diamonds YouTube channel. And also you can go to DiamondsProBall.com, the homepage, and you can just click away on live this, live that. If you want audio or video, that's probably the easiest way to go there. Also pick up some information about your favorite Diamonds players and read the scintillating blog written by yours truly about every night's game. You get a little recap of what happened, and hopefully that helps you keep up with the Diamonds. Now,
Nick Aiken steps in here, top of the ninth. 2-1, Vallejo with the 3-1 to Vallejo with a 2-run lead, and his bat is shattered and caught at third base by Morgan Blatnick as Aikens takes a swing. The bat goes to shortstop, and parts of the bat goes to shortstop. The ball went to Blatnick, who stood back and made the catch for out number 1.
Boy, gets into his kitchen a little bit, gets off the handle. The bat just explodes. Easy play over there for Blatnick, and a nice first pitch for 1 out there from Nick Barnesi. Good start to the inning.
Ryan Canary, who started all of this problem with a home run in the 4th inning, to lead off that 4th inning. The Admirals have scored all their runs on solo home runs. They have 3 solo home runs, and it's 3-1 in favor of Vallejo. Canary's was the first. Barnesi ready to come to the plate. He does. It's a strike, 0-1.
You can make the screen pop out of it by scaring it.
0-1 count, the 0-1 pitch. Swung on him, it's strike 2. It's 0-2 on Canary. Besides his home run, he has a single and has grounded out and flown out. Here's a pitch from Barnesi, high and outside, and a caught by Bracamonte. He held it, put his glove up. They looked at it, was kind of surprised to find that the ball was in it.
Yeah, that one just got away from Nick.
I think it's 1-2 is the count. The 1-2 pitch. Outside for a ball. It's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes here against the first baseman for Vallejo. This pitch low for ball 3. It's 3-2. Barnesi quickly out in front of the count of 0 balls and 2 strikes, and now Canary has worked it back full at 3-2. Right-hander Barnesi against a left-handed Canary. The pitch is swung and fouled away, and its count stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two count. 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning, and the pitch is swung and lifted high on the short left field grass. Blatnick says he has it. Now Valera says he has it, and Valera makes the catch for out number 2.
Another nice pitch after getting it full, coming in, handcuffing the hitter Canary. And he induces just that weak pop-up on the infield for 2 down. So a nice job by Barnesi to try to keep this down to 2 runs. If he can get Fernacci out here, the Diamonds would have a good chance to tie it in the 9th.
Fernacci steps up here. He hit a home run in the 8th inning that Diamonds had pulled back within a run, and then he made it a 2-run difference again with his solo shot. That pitch is fouled away, and it's now 0 balls and 1 strike to Fernacci.
And looking ahead to the 9th for the Diamonds, Quitzer, Canella, and Yuki Yasuda, the bottom part of the order, but still some power down there.
That's for sure. 2 outs here, top of the 9th. That's an 0-1 count to Fernacci. Low for a ball. 1-1. I believe it's 1-1. Barnesi looks in. Comes to the plate. High and outside. That is a ball. I believe it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. 2-2.
There's a good look at Nick. Had that closer role earlier in the season. Looked good his first few outings and struggled a bit.
The 2-2 pitch, one fouled back. Count stays at 2-2.
Of course, Sean Johnson's had some nice outings in that spot. And talked to Aaron Miles earlier today, and at least for the time being, Sean will remain in that role.
Barnesi is ready to go here. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs, and the pitch is inside. Ball 3, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Barnesi gets set, looks in. Full count now to Chris Fornacci. Nobody on, 2 down. Barnesi just trying to get the last out of the 9th inning. Let the Diamonds come up and try to do something. Here's a pitch fouled back first for another foul ball. The count stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Barnesi and Fornacci in a bit of a battle here as the Diamonds try to get the 1-2-3 inning. Van Slyke on deck. He came into a pinch run earlier for Kyle Figueroa.
3-2 count. Barnesi likes the call. The 3-2 pitch swung on a foul back. Fornacci really giving it a battle here in the 9th inning.
Well, I thought that was a swing and a miss and a pass ball. I didn't really hear the ball hit the bat, but did hear it hit the backstop.
Fornacci looks at his bat to make sure it's going to behave correctly. Steps up here. Right-handed batter against a right-handed Barnesi. The pitch is ball 4. I thought he might get caught out of strikes too, but he goes to first base with a walk, and that will bring up Kyle Figueroa. No, it will not. DeAndre Van Slyke, who came in to run for Kyle Figueroa. DeAndre Van Slyke has been all over the baseball diamond for the Vallejo Admirals. We will remember him best from this year as one of the outstanding performances of all time. In 2 games, he robbed 3 diamonds of home runs as he caught the ball over the fence, or before it was headed over the fence. And but now he's a relief pitcher most often for the Admirals, and he came in as a pinch runner earlier in this game, and now he's going to get a chance to hit. That pitch is outside for a ball. It's 1-0.
He had that one incredible series defensively out there in left field. And then one particular one where he took it that was going over the fence when he was running down toward the corner parallel with the fence.
Pitch is a ball. It's now 2 balls and no strikes.
Before he reached over and took a home run away. That was one of the best defensive series I've seen by an outfielder in my time with the Diamonds.
That's like with the bat pointed down towards the field when he first rested on his shoulder. This pitch is ball 3. It's 3-0 on Barnesi all of a sudden after a big battle with Fornacci where he ended up walking him. Now having a hard time finding the strike zone and in danger of putting a Diamond in scoring position if he walks Van Slyke here. That pitch is a strike. It's 3-1. Three-one count. Runner at first. Fornacci has his lead. He's not. Doesn't look like a big danger to go. Van Slyke wraps this one to the right side. It's going to fall in front of the right fielder Canella, and stopping at second, trying to get back in and the ball hits Fornacci. They throw the ball to second base. Fornacci had rounded second to go to third. He decided he wasn't going to make it, and Canella threw the ball as he should to second base to whoever was going to cover. Well, no one was over there covering, and the ball slams into Fornacci. Here we go. Canella with the pickup, throws the ball to second, and there's no one there but Fornacci who gets hit by the ball. And he is not, it was not a pleasant experience for him. He is still on hands on knees. And B.J. Phillips, the manager for Vallejo, has come out there, as has the Diamonds trainer, to make sure that he's okay.
Well, it looked like Canella made the right decision. He just didn't have the right target. Usually you come up throwing in that situation. You're coming up throwing, going to third base, but Kaz sees that he's not going to make the turn and go all the way to third, so he just kind of goes back into second. But there's just no target other than the runner to throw it at.
Well, he is staying in the game.
I mean, Fornacci's really, fortunate that Kaz didn't wind up and really fire that ball. He kind of, lobbed it in there more likely than He actually put a lot of mustard on it.
Had someone been there, Fernacci might have been out, though.
Fernacci's like, "What do you want me to catch this with my helmet?"
Yeah, and if Fernacci had dodged the ball, he might still be running by everybody. Okay, runners at first and second. Vladimir Gomez steps up to the plate with 2 outs here. The Diamonds trying to hold on to a 2-run deficit. Now charging is Vallejo on this ball. He's going to throw to first, but it's going to be high. Pulled up, picked off, and down with the ball. And he's not down with the ball in time is Lashley. And so on at first base is Vladimir Gomez. And the Diamonds have found every single way here to get somebody on base. And right now, that's not a good thing. They've got the bases loaded and 2 outs.
I'm thinking this is an infield hit. That's a tough play for the shortstop Vallejo, having to backhand the ball and in one motion making the throw over there to Gomez, who runs pretty well. The throw is just a little bit high and not enough time for Lashley to get up off the ground, get the ball and come back down and get on the base. So all of a sudden here, a major league threat going on here for the Admirals.
We had the same situation at the end of the 8th inning where the Admirals had the bases loaded and a chance to blow it wide open, and the Diamonds got out of it. Now, with 2 outs, the bases are loaded again here in the 9th, and a chance to blow it wide open. Nick Krause is up here. He takes a strike. It's 0-1.
I mean, the last couple of hits, too, Van Slyke and Gomez not hit particularly hard, but just hitting good spots. So kind of an unfortunate situation here for Barnese. The way he's pitched, he really should be back in the dugout.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch is high for a ball, and it's 1-1. So at third base for these Admirals is Chris Fernacci, the guy who got hit by the ball from right field. Oh, that was a funny looking thing. Sorry, Chris. Kyle Figueroa is on at second. At first base is Vladimir Gomez. No, that's DeAndre Van Slyke at second base, excuse me. And the pitch is inside for a ball. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Barnese has no place to put him. The bases are juiced for Vallejo.
Yeah, the Diamonds with their middle of the infield defense, they're not dogging Van Slyke back there at second base. And his secondary lead, he's really running past the shortstop position as Barnese is coming to the plate.
Here's a pitch. It's popped up. Right side. Could be playable. Over to the fence, and no one can get there, and it falls down to the ground. Just a very short pop-up, but it is strike 2, and now it's 2-2. It would have been interesting if the Diamonds put on a play to almost a pitch out. You could have a pitch out to the batter, and then have a play down at second, throw to try to get him off the base after this huge lead. But Diamonds have not attempted that. There's Vladimir Gomez, number 10, you were looking at right there with his lead from first base. 2-2 count, 2 outs. The 2-2 pitch, high, ball 3. It's a full count now. Everybody will be running on this pitch with 2 outs, and so that'll be an advantage for Vallejo. And we'll see here, 3 balls and 2 strikes for Barnese.
You figure Krause is going to be sitting on a fastball here. Extra base hit should clear the bases with Gomez's speed over there at first base.
Everyone goes. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Barnese comes through with the big strikeout at the end of inning number 9. And the Diamonds hold Vallejo to within 2 runs. They didn't make it easy, but they did do it. We're going to the bottom of the 9th with the score. Vallejo 3 and Pittsburg 1. In baseball, dedication, hard work, and some creative thinking can make a team a champion. At Winter Chevrolet, the same qualities can make you the champion. Pittsburgh's new and used Chevrolet dealer has the car that will make you feel like you just hit a home run. With a large selection to choose from, Winter Chevrolet is sure to have the car that fits your personality. And their amazing finance programs will allow you to slide into your new car safely. Winter Chevrolet, a proud sponsor of Diamonds Baseball, is off of Highway 4 in Pittsburgh. Winter has what you want.
Are you looking for a community-based establishment that will provide a fun and exciting environment for your family? Certainly Diamonds Baseball is one, and no doubt Lumpy's Diner is another. Before or after the game, eating at Lumpy's Diner or Lumpy's Diner Express can make for a great doubleheader. And if you want to win a road game, LD's Catering will make your event a hit no matter the location. Lumpy's Diner is a homegrown sensation, world famous since 2008. Bring your family to ours. 24-year-old Eli Garcia is out to pitch the ninth inning against his brother's team, the Pittsburg Diamonds. Jose, his 26-year-old brother, was not in the starting lineup tonight like he usually is, getting a night off. So he right now, unless Jose comes in as a pinch hitter, he won't face his brother, and that's a good thing. His brother has eaten him up. That's a good thing for Eli anyway. But Eli is out here to try to shut things down for Vallejo with the Diamonds down 3-1, and they will send to the plate here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Chris Quitzer, Kaz Canella, and Yuki Yasuda. Diamonds down by 2. They had a golden opportunity back in the 8th inning, and a runner at third could not bring him home. Here's a pitch to Quitzer. It's low for ball, 1-0.
Garcia trying to save it for Jalen Miller, who pitched so well.
The 1-0 pitch. Ball 2, 2-0.
Jordan Brink, who also pitched well. Fortunately for him, he did give up those 2 solo shots, and he's on the hook for the loss right now.
Garcia has his sign, and the 2-0 pitch. High, ball 3. It's 3 balls and no strikes to Chris Quitzer leading off here in the bottom of the ninth inning. 3-1 Vallejo, but the Diamonds have 3-0 count on their leadoff hitter here, trying to get someone on base that would bring the tying run to the plate. The 3-0 count from Eli Garcia. The 3-0 pitch is low, ball 4, and Quitzer is on.
Good start to the inning. 4-pitch walk. Here comes Kaz Canella representing the tying run.
Kaz Canella steps up here. Came into the game with 1 home run, 5 RBIs. He is the potential tying run. Nobody out in the bottom of the ninth inning. Garcia to the plate. Out. Nope, a strike. It's 0-1.
Oh, breaking ball that just did nip the outside corner. Good looking pitch by Eli after that 4-pitch walk.
Quitzer with his lead from first. Here's the pitch. High and inside, ball 1 is 1-1, and that required Canella to do some quick movement to get out of the way.
Eli having some trouble finding the strike zone with those fastballs right now, so first thing the Diamonds have to be thinking about is don't help him out.
1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch. Ball 2, 2-1. That was an off-speed pitch. I'm not sure if it was a curve, but it's 2-1 now. And runner at first. Nobody out. Bottom of the ninth. 3-1 Vallejo. Garcia to the plate. Inside, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. The Diamonds got Quitzer on with a 4-ball walk. Now, at the plate, Kaz Canella. 3 balls and 1 strike to him. On deck, Yuki Yasuda.
You got to be thinking Kaz will be taking all the way here.
3-1 pitch. He takes ball 4. Down to first base goes Kaz Canella. At second base, Chris Quitzer to the plate. Yuki Yasuda. And I don't know if Miles is waving something. I think they might get people pitching in the Diamonds bullpen in case they have to go to a 10th inning. But it would not be surprising to see Yuki Yasuda asked to bunt here. He can handle the bat. He's got speed. Any kind of problem with it, he might beat it out. And he's going to go down and talk to Aaron Miles. Now we are going to have a pinch runner. Wes Wallace is going to come in and pinch run for Kaz Canella.
Wes, of course, is fast. He's one of those people deceptively fast. He doesn't look like he's very fast, but it's just his long legs carry him a long distance in a big hurry. Now, Wallace on at first. Quitzer is down at second. Yuki Yasuda at the plate with nobody out. Bottom of the ninth inning, 3-1, Vallejo. The Admirals will play a double play depth at second and shortstop, and at first and third you can expect them to come charging in, expecting Yasuda trying to bunt the runners to second and third. He's not bunting. He takes a ball. 1 ball and no strikes.
Yeah, I thought the approach would be make Eli throw a strike first before you just give him an out.
1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Strike, and it's 1-1, and that was a good strike on the low and inside corner. Tough pitch to hit in any instance. Tough pitch to bunt. Tough pitch to swing at.
Yeah, well, one that you're likely to get on top of and roll to one of the infielders.
1-1 count.
Better to lay off that one.
1-1 pitch. He squares to bunt, and it is bunted foul. It looked like it might have gotten away from Crouch, but instead it had been bunted and it was foul, and now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So perhaps the one opportunity to bunt has gone away. Yasuda, we did see recently in a game, we did see a 2-strike bunt by the opponents, the Diamond's opponents. I can't remember what team it was, and it was successful. But we'll see here with a 1-2 count. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball inside, outside swing, hits Garcia. He has to go back and pick it up. He'll throw to first. It'll be just like a sacrifice as the Diamonds get the ball. Runners up to second and third.
Works out perfectly for the Diamonds. No sacrifice bunt as Yuki's thrown out 1-3, but the effect is exactly the same. The tying runs now in scoring position as the Diamonds get back to the top of the order. And, well, sometimes things just work out right.
Brett Smith steps in here with 1 out and runners at second and third. At third base, Chris Quitzer on at second. Wes Wallace. Brett Smith is at the plate. The Diamonds hoping for a single that could tie this ball game. It is 3-1 Vallejo. The pitch to Smith is a ball, 1 ball and no strikes.
You know, this inning, Eli Garcia has really had a tough time locating that fastball. A couple of times it's looked really good, but other times he is just not able to get it into the strike zone.
Here's the pitch to Smith. It's a strike. It's 1-1. On in the bullpen for the Admirals is Brian McKenna, who is warming up. Wallace taking his lead from second. Quitzer his lead from third. 1 out. A 1-1 count to Brett Smith. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on foul back, and it's 1-2.
Big spot here for Brett Smith. The Diamonds are definitely asking him not only to keep this line moving, but to drive in both runs right now. Diamonds a couple of chances here with Smith and Blatnick. Their dynamic duo at the top of the order to drive in these runs and get this ball game tied.
It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. A 1-2 pitch is swung and lifted high to deep center field. Akins is going back. This will be far enough to score 1 run. He takes the catch. Here comes the runner from third, Quitzer. Wallace is on his way to third. The ball won't get there in time. Wallace is down to third. 1 run is across the plate. It is 3-2 here in the bottom of the ninth.
So Diamonds 2 runs today, both on sacrifice flies. Not sexy, but they'll take it. But now the situation is they are going to need a miscue or a hit of some sort to get that runner in from third and get this game all tied up.
Fernacci playing up at third base. He's not holding on Wallace, but he is playing up. And so that will cut down on the chance for, say, a squeeze play that the Diamonds might have tried. But we'll see. Eli Garcia with Morgan Blatnick and 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. The runner at third. 3-2 in favor of Vallejo. The pitch from Garcia is a strike. It's 0-1.
A good start to the at-bat here. Is Eli able to get that first pitch fastball over and get in the head in the count? Bracamonte, team's leading hitter on deck. And is it every time I see Bracamonte on deck, he gets a little closer to the batter?
Get a little more feel for the pitch, I guess. I don't know. The pitch from Garcia swung a high bounder right side, and it's going to go easy into the glove of the second baseman, Fisher, who throws to first base for the 3rd out. Boy, that could not have been a nicer, easy chop. A ball into the glove of Fisher at second base, and the Diamonds get one run in the ninth inning, but they can't get the tying run home, and they lose tonight to Vallejo 3-2. The Diamonds, the winning pitcher is going to be the starting pitcher for, if I have my glasses on, I can see the older I get, a little more I need. Jalen Miller is the winning pitcher, and the losing pitcher is going to be Jordan Brink. The Diamonds take 2 of the first 2 games in Vallejo, and then tonight they lose the first of 2 in Pittsburgh. So this week's series is now 2-1 Diamonds, and they'll be back here tomorrow night trying to take the series 3-1.
Well, Eli Garcia ends up picking up the save, but boy, that he did make it a little more exciting. I think Vallejo wanted him to make it, but boy, 3 solo shots here tonight. The Diamonds pitch well, but some of the hits they gave up, unfortunately, Scott, they left the ballpark. And
again, if your pitching staff gives up 3 runs, you should win the ballgame, I believe. I just think that's it. You just cannot put that on a pitching staff. That is really on the offensive part of the ball club. And it's unfortunate. The Diamonds had opportunities to drive in the winning run. I mean, good opportunities, including in this 9th inning, including in the 8th inning, and they just could not get the hit that would make the difference.
Well, Jordan Brink, like you said, Scott, if you give up 3 runs, you should win the ball game. The offense not able to get it done, but Jalen Miller's got to get credit. He pitched really well tonight. On the other side, Brink, 6 innings, 2 runs. He scattered, for the most part, 8 hits, and when he came in with that ERA of just north of 5.6, and he pitched as well as he did, most of the time you're going to win that game. Unfortunately, tonight, Miller pitched a little bit better on the other side.
You're right. You've got to do enough to win, and that's exactly what Vallejo did. Speaking of Eli Garcia, who gets the save tonight, again, if you would like to see that pregame show that we did today with Eli and his brother Jose of the Pittsburgh Diamonds, you can take it. You can catch on the Pittsburgh Diamonds YouTube channel the replay of the live stream that went tonight, or you could watch a separately offered replay of the pregame show itself, just the pregame show that will probably come around tomorrow morning. Thank you for joining us tonight from Winter Chevrolet Stadium. Scott McDonald for Tony Schultz, Sterling Bennett, everybody from the Pittsburgh Diamonds organization. Thank you for your time and energy, and we hope to see you here at the ballpark tomorrow night, if not on Delta TV and the Diamonds YouTube channel or Mixler.com. Tonight, the final score again, Vallejo 3, the Diamonds 2. Make it a safe night.